Now, and English language commentary is available on Sky Plus, Freeview or Virgin Media. Just press the red button. If you have a TiVo box or Sky Q box, please access settings and use the audio selection option. Any problems, please contact our viewers hotline.
Pŵer, cywirdeb, cyflymder. Mae'r chwaraewr yma'n gwybod sut i symud. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Daniel Bate, Declan McManus. Smith i'r Saintiau, mae fe drwodd, mae'n gyfle, mae'n gol! Mor syml â hynny.
Am yr ail dymor o'r bron, y Saintiau newydd ydi pencampwyr uwch gyngrau'r Cymru.
Mae di methu, ac oherwydd bod o di methu, mae tîm y Bala wedi ennill y gwpan am y tro cyntaf yn ei hanes. Tîm Chris Venables, llongyfarchiadau mawr iddyn nhw.
O, mae Daniels yn mynd heibio'r golwr sydd wedi dod nawr te. Ydy Smith yn mynd i dderbyn y bêl, mae Daniels yn dal at hi. Daniels eto! A mae'n anodd gweld y ffordd yn ôl nawr.
Gol yn cael ei groesiad i fewn o'r beri gefn y rwyd, a Venables! Ydy Venables wedi mynd ar Bala drwodd i rownd derfynol Cwpan Cymru. Y Saintiau newydd yn erbyn y Bala yn Nantporth. Swnio'n gyfarwydd, dim syndod, achos mae union fel 2017. Yr un lleoliad, yr un dyddiad hyd yn oed, yr un canlyniad o fydd y Bala yn gobeithio hynny ar ôl codi'r cwpan ym Mrhynig Dro yn ei hanes. Pnawn da i chi, croeso mawr ato ni i Nantporth. Mae'n braf cael dweud hynny, braf cael cwmni y ddau yma. Owain Tyler Jones, Siôn Meredith, croeso ato ni, gyfeillion. Owain, mae'n deimlad pnawn bod rhamant yn cwrdd â'r reality. Y rhamant yw be mae'r Bala'n gallu gwneud, codi'r cwpan eto. Y reality wedyn ni yw y Saintiau newydd, pa mor dda i nhw. Ble ti arni? Ti'n fwy rhamantus neu reality?
Ti'n gwybod be, mae'r Saints yn dda, dydy. Mae'n nghalon ni eisiau gweld y Bala'n rhoi perfformid a hanner, gwneud un gêm gystadleol, gwneud ti'n anodd i'r Saintiau newydd. Mae mhen i a pen bob un o'n ni dwi'n siŵr yn tueddu i feddwl mae'r Saintiau'n gallu rhoi crasfa i unrhyw un ar ei diwrnod. Mae nhw rhywbeth tebyg i Man City yn uwch gyngrau'r Lloegr. Ond ti'n gwybod be, Del, dwi'n fynd efo nghalon ni. Dwi'n meddwl bod yna gêm gystadleol ar y ffordd a pwy a wyr a falle sioc efo'r Bala'n cael ei dwylo ar honni unwaith eto.
Ni sôn am rhediad y Bala, Siôn, sut maen nhw'n newid hynny? 12 heb ennill. Dyn nhw wedi ennill yn efo'n y Saintiau ers Awst 2019. Sut maen nhw'n newid hynny heddi?
Wel, trwy ennill heddi yn syml, no fe?
Ond sut?
Ie, wel, dyna'r cwestiwn mawr, no fe? Fi'n siŵr bydden nhw'n edrych ar beth digwyddodd nôl yn 2017 a gobeithio bydde hwnna'n gallu ysbrydoli nhw ychydig, ond ti'n iawn, maen nhw'r hediad gwael ar hyn y bryd, ac wrth gwrs mae'r Saintiau newydd yn torri pob fath o recordau y flwyddyn yma. Felly, ydy, mae'n galed, ond dyn ni hefyd yn edrych falle ar y maes yn ffactor, allan nhw sefyll yn y gêm tan 90 munud, achos os fyddan nhw, mae'n syth i cicau ysmotyn, felly pwy a wyr?
Ie, wel, ni wedi sôn gymaint am 2017. Dewch chi'n atgoffa pawb o'r hyn ddigwyddodd. I roi ni gyd-destun, oedd y Saintiau wedi torri record byd Guinness am nifer o fuddugoliaethau yn olynol. Ond nhw'n mynd am y triple, treble, y drindod drifflig. Dyma be ddigwyddodd.
Mewn un ffordd neu'r llall, mae hanes yn mynd i gael ei greu yma ym Bangor. Mae'n mynd i plesu chwi am greu car, a mae'r bediad. Mae'n sor bar. Routledge, Rollins yn dal i fyny. Nante, pwy sy'n cyrraedd gyntaf, Saunders! Greu car! A mae'r eich i gyd yn deimlo ar Bala. Pêl dda mewn i'r cwrt Cosby. Y bêl yn disgyn i'r eilydd. Sydd yn dygol. A mae'n di mynd newydd. A weddoch chi be? Y bachgen ifanc wedi dod ar Bala Down sy'n galw i wan.
5 munud eto. Gydnistau o. Benjamin. Cael ei groes yna Smith! Smith i sgoriau'r Bala! A wedoch chi be? Mae'n bosib bod Kieran Smith i sicrhau bod hanes yn cael ei greu. Mae Colin Caton i arwain y Bala i hanes. Pêl-droed y Bala gadwch i'r champagne lifo.
Ie, nid champagne, y champagne oedd yma, y pnawn yna. Na beth oedd diwrnod. Y Bala yn dathlu. Pobl y Bala dal ni dagre yn gweld hynny. Rhamant y cwpan go iawn. Mae yna ddigon o ramant pnawn ma hefyd. Chi cwrdd yn tîm ni. Mae Sioned Dafydd ma hefyd gyda stori hyfryd. Yn ôl yn hanes y cwpan. Dod i ti, Sioned.
Diolch Daf, fi yng nghwmni dyn arbennig iawn. I've got Steve Crompton from Bala joining me. Steve, first of all, it's a massive occasion. What's this week been like? How are the players feeling?
All right, we've had 2 training sessions, quite hectic, preparing. We've prepared well. All our players are fully fit, so let's see what happens.
I've got to ask about this little medal that you've got in your hand, Steve. But this is something quite spectacular. Tell us the history behind it.
Well, this medal was my grandfather's medal. He played in the Welsh Cup final in 1930. They beat Shrewsbury 7-0 at the racecourse in Wrexham. And this is the medal he won that day. A little bit different to what you get nowadays. It's gold engraved on the back, but and I'm really, really proud of this medal, and it takes pride of place in my house.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible to see it. And Steve, look, you know, Bala, it's been a tough season in the league, it's fair to say. But is it a bit unfair to say that Bala have had a tough season? You've already won 1 League Cup. Do you want to make it 2 today?
Well, this is it. This game is either the most successful season we've had or just an average season. And because of the benchmark that we've set over the last, 20 years, we've been successful. And when we don't do so well, then it seems like it's unsuccessful. Unto any other club, it would be a successful season. So we're always pushing the boundaries, and if we can win this today, which I believe we can, then that would be a fantastic achievement, yeah.
And how will the nerves be when you're sat in that dugout watching the game?
I'll be sat on the edge of my seat in the dugout, and I don't know whether I'll be sitting very still, but, we've been through situations like this before, so let's hope we do it all right, Well,
Steve, good luck. Hopefully that medal brings you a bit of good luck today. Enjoy the game. A dylan nôl ato ti.
Sioned, diolch yn fawr iawn. Wel, am drysor oedd y medal na hefyd. Pethau wedi newid. A dyma'r olygfa yn ystafelloedd newid prom ma. Tipyn o ymdrech ti mewn fan hyn. Y Myrlyn, y ddau fathodyn ar y waliau, ond pwy fydd yn dathlu pnawn ma. Digon yn digwydd tu allan i'r stadiwm hefyd. Mae yna le i'r cefnogwyr. Mae nhw'n mwynhau. A mae'r gig cynta yn agosau. Mae'n fyw pan ddewn ni nôl.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Ti di dod ar bibs?
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl ac am olygfa. Ni yn Nantporth, ger y fenau ar gyfer ymderfynol Cwpan Cymru. Mae Saint newydd yn cwrdd ar Bala union fel oedd hi 6 blynedd yn ôl, 2017. Y gig cyntaf yn agosau, dewch i ni glywed gan reolwr y Saint newydd nesa felly. Craig Harrison yn ôl gyda'r clwb yn mynd am y dwbl yn ei dymor cynta yn ôl hefyd. Mae fe wedi bod yn siarad, dy Sioned.
Craig, the Welsh Cup final, it's always such a special occasion. Is it even possible to treat this just like any other game?
I think you'd like to, wouldn't you? I think the calmness and the planning about it, I think you've got to. But obviously, I think, you know, we've spoke about it, and even like we've got staff that have played lots of Welsh Cup finals, and we're just talking about on the way here, it's up there with European competition. So, you know, it's a really, really historic cup, and it's a cup that we've won lots of times, you know, and obviously we all know what happened here last time. And hopefully there's a settle to be scored.
Yeah, you have reminded us several times now just how much 2017 hurt. That must add a little bit of extra edge to today.
Yeah, I think it does a little bit. You know, that may just be me. It may just be me. It's one of my weaknesses in my armoury that I don't let things go very well. So, you know, maybe I just need to get over it, you know, 6-7 years later. But yeah, look, it's a fantastic occasion. It always is. Welsh Cup final. Everyone wants to be in it. And more importantly, everyone wants to win it.
Bala, you know, it's no secret they're not in the greatest of places at the moment, but does that make them a bit more dangerous?
I think, yeah, possibly. If you look at the build-up of the 2017, then we've been on a double, ready for a treble. So, you know, we won a really good place then. You know, obviously we're in a good place now, been fantastic this season, but, you know, you look at it and you know, arguably on the back of a world record of 27 straight wins that season as well. So if that's a situation then, you know, I'm not saying anything happened because I'm not, it's not like a miracle that Bangor could come and win it. They could come and win it. It's a cup final and we've got to treat them with respect. And we've done all our due diligence and worked hard as if it was the first game of the season. And it always is. It's the most important one because the next one.
And the pitch, Craig, what do you make of the conditions?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Craig, diolch yn fawr, pob lwc.
Thank you.
It is what it is. So siwr beth mae'n ni'n olygu. Mae na gwyn o ran Craig Harrison. Dwi'n mynd hapus da'r lleoliad. Dim byd yn erbyn Nantporth. Oedd eisiau bod yn Stadiwm Dinas Caerdydd. Ond yn gyntaf, y cae. Beth am y cae? Ystafell lle i boeni?
It is what it is yn golygu di o ddim yn hapus. Mae'r cae yma'n ffafrio un tîm. Ar Bala di'r tîm yna. Oherwydd ti'n meddwl am pa mor dda di'r Seintia, Lenny. Maen nhw'n wych. Sut mae'r Bala'n cael canlyniad da i herbyn nhw. Mae rhaid nhw wneud yn siŵr bod pethau'n dyn a gwneud yn siŵr nad ydy'r Seintia'n cyrraedd unrhyw fath o rhythm. A mae'r cae yn iawn, ond mae o'n mynd i helpu i wneud yn siŵr nad ydyn nhw'n cyrraedd y rhythm na.
Bod Bala yn gyfarwydd y KF3G hefyd, maen nhw'n chwarae ar un ar faes tegid.
Yndi, ond i Bala gael llwyddiant heddiw. Ti'n sbio ar ei tîm nhw, o ran profiad, gymaint o brofiad. Ond mae dyddiau gorau nhw wedi mynd a dod. Mae rhaid cyfaddau hynna. Felly, dwi'n mynd disgwyl gêm gyffroes gan y Bala, ond dwi'n disgwyl dynion tol y bêl, gwneud pethau'n anghyffyrddus i'r Seintia, mae'r cae mynd i helpu.
Craig Harrison ddim yn hapus bod y ronderfynol ddim yn Stadiwm Dinas Caerdydd. Fel oedd hi llynedd, mae fe'n gweld fel cam yn ôl. Beth am hynny, Siôn?
Wel, fel chwaraewr, dwi'n cytuno gyda OTJ, dda ni wedi dwlu ware yn Stadiwm Caerdydd. Mae'n adiad y chlysur, ond wrth gwrs mae rhaid cofio hefyd, Pen-y-bont oedd y gwrthwynebwyr y diwrnod ni, felly oedd e'n neud synwyr o'r rhan geograffi fod y gêm yn cael ei gynnal yn Stadiwm Caerdydd. Ond mae yn mynd i fod yn bach o leflwr. Beth sy'n ddiddorol yw y ffaith bod y Saint newydd wedi mynd gyda mwy neu lan tîm cwpan wrthnos diwetha, y Bala yn gorffwys nifer o chwaraewr nhw, jyst yn dangos falle bod oedran yn ffactor hefyd, nid yn unig y ca.
Ble ti di offi bod yn Stadiwm Dinas Caerdydd, neu fan hyn?
So well gen i chwarae mewn stadiwm fel Dinas Caerdydd, mewn stadiwm wag, na chwarae mewn stadiwm mewn cae fel yma, lle mae'r awyrgylch yn well. Nes i chwarae mewn ffeinal, nebyn y Bari blynyddoedd yn ôl yn Aberystwyth. So well gen i chwarae mewn stadiwm, gan fod i'n achlysur a hanner, ond tawaith, mae rhaid i'r Seintia ddelio fo beth sydd o'i blaenau nhw. Ie,
wel, dyna'r sefyllfa, dyma'r lleoliad, ni wrth yn bodd cael bod nôl yn Nantporth. Mae rhaid dweud hynny, fydd y gŵr nesaf yma wrth i fodd atgofion melys iawn gan Colin Caton.
Colin, based on current form, a lot will be predicted in a TNS win today, but without wanting to use all the cliches, the magic of the cup is that anything is possible this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we've been on a difficult run. Squad's been small for the last few months since Christmas, really, so it's been quite difficult. But I've got a great bunch of players and a lot of experience, and that's going to be needed today.
Yeah, difficult time for Bala at the moment. How do you turn this form around to do your very best to get your hands on that cup today?
I wouldn't say it's a difficult time. You know, we've been in Europe 8 out of the last 9 years. We've won the League Cup. We're in the final of the Welsh Cup, and if we don't do well today, we're in the playoff semi-final as well. So, you know, I wouldn't say that it's a difficult time. A lot of clubs would change positions with us straight away, but you know, it's all about today and you know, competing and giving a really good test against a very good TNS team.
TNS have had such an impressive season, Colin. It feels a little bit similar to 2017, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You know, it's the same situation. They were absolutely dominating the league then. I think they were on the treble. So you know, we were outstanding that day, and I thought well-deserved winners on the day. But it's a same. Well, there's a few changes from the TNS team, and there's a lot of changes from our team from 6 years ago. So I think it's the same day and the same date and the same venue and stuff. So hopefully it'll be the same result.
One strength Bala have is the amount of experience you've got in your squad. How crucial is that experience going to be today?
Yeah, it's crucial. Anthony Kay at the back has played 600 Football League games at the Championship level. And Dave Edwards, obviously, you know, Welsh legend. He's played in the Euros and stuff for the first time Wales had got there for a number of years. And Dave's experience, and Anthony, in, you know, Paul Rutherford as well. There's a lot of our players played Football League, so it's crucial, you know, that the information that they give lads on the field as well. They make my job easy at times.
Colin, pob lwc, diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr.
Colin Caton hefyd yn cofio 2017. Sgwn i sy'n cefnogwyr yn cofio hefyd. Maen nhw'n heidio I mewn. Mae yna ardal i'r cefnogwyr wedi bod tu allan i'r stadiwm fan hyn. Digon yn digwydd, grwpi ar y llwyfan hefyd. Wyd yn flasus, rhaid dweud hynny. Beth am profiad? Mae'n ffrin dennau am hynny rhwng bod yn hyn a bod yn profiadol. Ble mae'r Bala arni o ran hynny?
Wel, gwn i weld maen nhw'n 90 munud, ond o ran y seintia, I cryfder nhw ydi gwneud I bobl weithio, a gwneud I bobl weithio allan o feddiant. Felly, yn amlwg, pan ti'n hun, ti'n misio rhedeg gymaint hynna. A dyna pam dwi'n disgwyl gweld y Bala efo lot o ddynion tu ôl y bêl, disgwyl am y cyfle. Dwi'n meddwl y cicio gosod ydy'r peth pwysica i'r Bala. Aros yn y gêm, a wedyn mae gen nhw faint, Nathan Pete, Anthony Kay, Dave Edwards, Chris Venables, boys sydd yn gallu atacio pêl yn yr awyr, felly dyna di'r gam, peidio ildio'n gynnar, mae yna mor bwysig i'r Bala, ond ie, defnyddio'r holl brofiad, a mae yna lot ono fo'n y tîm.
Ni sôn am ffin dennau rhwng bod yn hyn a bod yn brofiadol. Mae'n ffin dennau rhwng tymor llwyddiannus a rhywbeth sydd ddim yn llwyddiannus. 5 yn y gyngrair, 12 heb ennill, ond maen nhw wedi ennill cwpan y gyngrair. So nhw'n codi cwpan Cymru, tymor gorau erioed o fewn cyrraedd y Bala, Sion.
Ie, wrth gwrs, fel oedd Colin Caton yn gweud, fydde nifer o glybiau yn uwchgrain Cymru yn cymeryd y sefyllfa mae Bala yno.
Ydyn ni dal yn disgwyl mwy ohonyn nhw'n y gyngrair hefyd?
Dwi'n meddwl falle oherwydd, fel ni'n siarad, y profiad, falle y cyllid sydd gan y Bala, falle bod ni'n disgwyl mwy ganddyn nhw. Ni wastad wedi meddwl am tîmau sy'n mynd I herio'r Seintiau Newydd. Cei Conna, wrth gwrs, wedi bod yn llyddiannus yn y blynyddoedd diwetha, a Bala I fi oedd y tîm arall oedd yn mynd I trio herio y Seintiau Newydd ar gyfer y Pencwmberth, ond dyn nhw ddim wedi llwyddo I wneud ni.
Na, gan nhw herio nhw am 90 munud fan hyn I geisio codi'r cwpan yma. Ar lannau'r fennau fel ni wedi sôn, tipyn o olygfa, tipyn o gêm gobeithio, byddwn ni'n ôl nawr.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croes yn ôl i Nantporth. Dyna'r olygfa. Ni bron yn barod ar gyfer y gic gynta a ddau dîm ar fin camu'r cai i gyfeiliant Voodoo Nation, Zombie Nation, mae'n ddrwg dy fi. Wedi bod yn gyfarwydd o fe nawr. Dyma nhw, mae fel bod yn stadiwm dinas Caerdydd, ond o'n dyfynol Cwpan Cymru sydd gyda ni. Siôn Moredydd sydd gyda fi, gwr sydd wedi sgorio mewn rownd derfynol. O, ti bron ennill fi gyfyrddin, Siôn. Be sy'n bwysig o ran y ddau yma yn y munudau cyntaf yma nawr?
Wel, fel oedd OTJ yn gweud, fi'n cytuno gyda cadw pethau yn dyn i'r Bala, jyst cadw unan yn y gêm, gymaint o'n nhw galler, a wedyn gobeithio, oherwydd falle, dim falle amdani, os ydy'n gyfarter ar ôl 90 munud, cicio'n smotyn, a pwy o'r beth allan ddigwydd. Dyna
ni felly, maen nhw'n barod, ni'n barod amdani hefyd. Y chwaraewyr yn camu i'r cai, y Saint Newydd yn ebyn y Bala, rownd derfynol Cwpan Cymru yn Nantporth. Union fel oedd hi yn 2017. Yr un lleoliad, yr un dyddiad a'r newyddion da i bawb. Yr un tîm sylwebu, Malcolm Allen a Nick Parry.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 134th JD Welsh Cup final at Bangor's Nantporth Stadium. Double seeking TNS will start as strong favourites against Bala Town, who are looking to win their second cup of the season after winning a Nathaniel MG against Connors Quay already. Craig Harrison's Oswestry Giants will start as red-hot favourites to lift the double, but Bala will be looking to replicate their 2017-18 win on the same pitch. Can lightning strike twice for Colin Caton's men, Tommy Morgan?
You never know with this game of football, Mark. Obviously, it's a long time ago now since Bala lifted the cup. They'll be looking to replicate that this afternoon, but they'll have to be at their very, very best if they're going to beat the champions.
Yes, we're dealing with we'll have the national anthem. Fine rendition of the national anthem there, and we're just counting down to the JD Welsh Cup final. Bala shaking hands with their close associates who they've been competing with for a long time now, Tommy, but they haven't had much luck against them.
Well, certainly if you look at the statistics between these two sides, they all absolutely favour the champions. So played so the 54 times, 37 wins for TNS, 15 draws and just 2 victories for Bala. So that's all the indications you need that it's going to be a win for the new Saints.
But this is cup final football and anything can happen. There are the two teams there, Tommy. TNS, Bala's starting 11s. Anybody you looking out for there?
Yeah, I think I just have a feeling that maybe Bala will press high to start this game, see if they can put TNS off their usual rhythm. I think the pitch might play a big part in this as well. The surface is not the best, and we just look at the new Saints line up there. You know, obviously the danger man is McManus there, but for me, Brobble, he's got that little bit of magic about him, and Daniel's also coming to the forefront as the season's developed.
Yeah, Daniel's definitely. Josh Dalians has come on leaps and bounds since the start of the season. There is the Bala starting 11. Same shape, Tommy, 4-3-3.
Yeah, same shape again, so they'll be matching each other up there. Kay and Pete, they'll have key job to do this afternoon to keep McManus quiet, and then Burke, you know, he's just returned after Christmas into the midfield there, so it's going to be quite competitive there this afternoon. And Kieran Smith there, over 270 appearances now for the Lakesiders, you know, key midfield player for them, got the all-important winner here in 2016-17 Cup final, so he'll be hoping probably to replicate that this afternoon. And he is there with his co-midfielder.
I'm sure
Burke.
he remembers that day. It was one hell of a day for him. It was fantastic. And there is John Routledge, sort of a different player to Keaton. Keaton gets forward a lot. John is the hub.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the enforcer for me for Craig Harrison's team. He's the man that'll just play in front of Hudson and Astles, and he'll dictate things from that position for the champions.
Yes, it's the 134th Welsh Cup. Any knowledge on who won the first one, Tom?
I got a sneaking feeling it was Wrexham, Mark.
It was Wrexham. It was Wrexham.
It's pretty apt that they've got promotion this season, isn't it?
There you go. There you go. They won it 1-0 against Kevin Druids. Let's hope we have a exciting game on our hands this afternoon. Referee Nick Pratt. It's a big game, of course, Tommy, for the officials as well. It's the glamorous game of the season.
Yeah, it's the one that every referee is probably hoping to get at the end of the season.
All the nerves will go out the window now. It's Craig Harrison looking on. Serial winner. Serial winner, Harrison.
Yeah, certainly had a very successful time at New Saints.
Yeah, and we were talking to him, Tom, at the start, and even a manager with all that much experience, he was telling us how tough it is to pick these teams and upsetting people.
Yeah, well, that's the one thing that people don't realise managers have to do.
Grass pitch at Nantporth. Pretty decent condition.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, Mark. I did walk across it. It looks okay, but I think it'll cut up a little bit, probably.
Early ball down, Naeem Hassan collects and knocks it long. There's a difference there. I think we're playing Wall up top and not Venables. Venables is cagey and he'll pick his runs. He's not going to outsprint their defence, is he? So that ball over the top
isn't going to work.
Going to work. Hudson. It looks like, Tommy, Bala aren't going to press. They may drop off. Just dropping in, which is always a cagey affair against...
Mark, with the age of their team, they've got to be doing it now and then. You can't ask them to do that for
Danny
90
Davis
minutes.
Taking the throw. Leo Smith. Smith heads it down. Davis hooks on. Arson trying to thread the pass through to Rutherford. Starting 11s, Ramsey in goals for Bala. Shannon, Kay, Pete and Arson in the back four. Smith, Edwards and Burke in midfield. Mendes and Rutherford just behind Venables. TNS, Connor Roberts in goals. Danny Davis, Hudson, Astles and Marriott in the back four. Smith, Routledge and Redmond in midfield. Josh Daniels, Brobble and the Golden Boot winner again, Declan McManus up top. Routledge as the sun comes out at Nantporth. Redmond. TNS trying to get their passing game going nice and early. Always the battle of wits when you're playing the champions. There's no doubt, Tom, comparisons, TNS are the Man City of our league. Smith. Arson tries to play around the corner. Leo Smith cutting inside. Anthony Kay with plenty of experience. 40-year-old playing in the cup final. Mendes. Venables tries to cushion it. Redmond back to the goalkeeper Roberts. Connor Roberts has waited his time. Second cup final in succession now.
Well, he's had a great season. Connor Roberts.
Top of the, he won the clean sheet trophy.
Yeah,
19, beating Firth from Connors Quay, who had 18. Hudson seen plenty of the ball so far. Daniels, patient sort of start to the game. Sparring match so far. Chris Marriott, captain. McManus tries to drag Kate out of the middle. Nathan Pete hooks away.
Already Bala getting pinned back, Mark.
Yeah, I think it's like you said, it's to be expected. I don't think they mind too much Blaine Hudson and Ryan Astle seeing the ball on the halfway line. As long as they can camp in with that back four.
Yeah, I think Daniels, he's been on the ball already 3 or 4 times, Mark. He's sort of playing in off the wing, and Danny Davis fills that right-hand side then for the champions.
Much the same as Brobble does. Loves coming in off a white line. Marriott, great ball. Redmond could have gone down. Referee says play on. Nathan Pete hooks away once more. Great touch from Venables. Smith. Rutherford's driving forward. Davis to get back. Can he get the shot off Smith? Routledge does as he usually does.
I think Smith could have picked out. Good run by Venables there as well. And Arson on his left-hand side there. You're not getting too many chances when you counter.
Yeah,
Smith just held onto the ball a little bit too long there.
That'll be one of the questions, Tom, when you do get it for Bala. Are you trying to score on the break, or are you going to relax on the ball and get into the game? Like Dave Edwards. Dave Edwards picks it up and just slots a pass, trying to keep the ball. Great statement, by the way, from Dave Edwards in midweek. He's as proud to play in the Welsh Cup final as he has in any of his league games or internationals. Great statement from the 37-year-old ex-international. Could possibly be one of his last games, Tom.
Well, it could well be. I mean, you can't go on forever, can you? He's had a few injuries as well recently, missed a few games.
Word is, though, Tom, he's been a great member. He's been a great member of the Bala team. He's keen for training and he's keen to impress, even at 37. Great attitude. Arson, nice Arson. Possession stats 76-17.
Still 0-0 top left-hand corner, Mark.
Still 0-0. That's the Tommy Morgan answer.
And no shots on target.
Tom, we got people working their socks off doing these possession stats every week. And the same answer I get from you, it's all about goals. Sorry if you're listening to the possession stat man. Roberts. Marriott comes across. Well, we haven't had a fireworks start to the final yet, Tom.
No, both teams are just feeling each other out a little bit.
A couple of fans behind Conor Roberts' goal, the Bala fans. Nice to hear them singing a song or two as Hudson gets the ball. McManus as yet has not looked to go beyond the back four. He's almost Harry Kane, like he's coming off and picking it up. Is McManus the Cymru Premier's Haaland?
Well, I don't think anybody else is Haaland, are they? He's the top scorer, and that's about it. I don't think you can compare him to Haaland, but obviously he's been amongst the goals again this season.
I think you are right. Routledge. Can he get Davis in behind? Arson, great touch from Arson. 27 years of age, you know, Arson. He's blossomed again this season. He's had a great season. Smith, Leo Smith. Fifth in the table, Bala. They played 32, won 12, drawn 8, lost 12. It's the lowest they've finished for a few seasons, but we mustn't forget they won a League Cup and they're in the Cup final. interesting, very interesting spectators, I'm sure. We mentioned it for the first time this afternoon. The Rhys Griffithson company down at Pen-y-bont and their board of directors.
Well,
green and white scarves on this afternoon.
Absolutely, Mark. Absolutely, 100%.
Redmond. TNS, they just will not get fed up of knocking this ball around, Tom. Some teams may. Hudson gallops forward past Edwards. Can he get the cross in? He may have been watching Litchfield of Aberystwyth last week.
Gets the corner. Daniels.
First corner of the game. And there's some big men. Hudson and Astles especially.
Yeah, definitely going to cause some big problems for Bala from their set plays.
And Marriott is one of the better corner takers as well. Always whips it in with that left foot. Venables, it looks like to be the free jump. In it goes. Great header away from Nathan Peat. It's a wonderful defensive header. He's headed at 30 to 40 yards. Redmond. Yeah. That's my player of the season in the Cymru Premier. Danny Redmond.
Go on, yes! Go on, yes! Go on, Danny! Go on, yes! Yes, go on, John! Go on,
With almost 10 minutes on the clock, I think Caton will be pretty happy at the moment. His goalkeeper, Ramsey, hasn't been asked a question yet. Kay. Marriott heads back in. Trying to come off and lose his marker all the time. He's trying to drag Anthony Kay out, I think, Tom, and he's not having it. Brobble. Great pass, Davis. First touch back inside to Redmond. Redmond. I think every manager has the same thought against TNS when you're starting against them. How long? How long can you keep them at bay? Edwards makes the challenge.
Yeah, lucky there, Mark. Could have gone anywhere. That ricochet from the 50-50 tackle with Astles.
Like you said, the stat you mentioned at the start, Tom, is quite an amazing stat. 54 times they've played, and Bala have had 2 victories.
Yeah, that probably sums up the difference between the two sides, but in a one-off game, Mark, anything can happen.
What a ball that is. Wonderful ball from Redmond. Sure his father would have played a few of them in his time, the ex-Manchester City player. Chance! Goal! Wide of the target. There's a brilliant ball in, the goal kick's been given, and I think Daniels may look at that as a gilt-edged chance after 10 minutes.
Again, superb play. That crossfield ball initially to Brobble was sublime, and then that cross, oh, that he should have scored there, Mark.
He's got a big gap. The goalkeeper's gone the one way, Ramsey, so he's got 3/4 of the goal to aim at with no keeper there.
To fair to Brobble, he just picks him out. Sublime cross as well. Right on the money.
Is that good defending from Arson, putting him off?
Well, at least he gets his, gets something under. He gets underneath him, a bit of his body might just put him off.
Had to score, Tom. Smith. Shaw. The Bala fans will be looking at home with the replay of that and know they got away with one there. Davis throws it inside. It's going to be a tough afternoon for Bala. If you're going to defeat TNS in a Welsh Cup final, you are going to have to work your socks off.
Well, they definitely would have that message from the coaching team at Bala that it was going to be a tough afternoon, so you've got to be willing to really work your absolute socks off.
Daniels gets it wide. Redmond again gets a shot off. This time it's down. It's a second chance. Danny Davis, I think it is this time.
Tell you one thing, Mark, I know there's been a bit of a doubt about Ramsey playing, but he doesn't look too comfy for me.
Yeah, he was 50-50 before the start of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Redmond goes on. That's really a back pass to the keeper, that is.
He comes back out to Danny Davis. Danny Davis has got more bandages on than the Grand National horse.
Yeah, it's good. Hudson. It was a good opportunity.
Redmond. tempo. As expected, Mendes puts a tackle in way upfield.
Ooh. Not too sure it was a foul mark. Got him from behind, but did get the ball.
Blaine Hudson seeing plenty of the ball in the first 13 minutes.
Could be a tactic from Bala that they're quite comfy for him to have the ball, Mark.
Yeah, but to be fair to him, Tom, since he's had it, he's done quite well with it. He's picked people out every time and galloped into the other half. Brobble, player for a big occasion. Brobble fires it across to McManus. Routledge. He started well, TNS are really passing it around well. Brobble, it's a good tackle from Anthony Kay.
Yeah, excellent block tackle, lads.
Mike Newell behind the goal there, the ex-Everton centre forward.
I'm sure he'd be disappointed his boy's not playing.
Yeah, surprise. If there's any surprise, I think it was a surprise that Newell, George Newell's done well this season. Smith, Venables does well there. Venables, Edwards, Brobble tracks well. Redmond asks in behind. McManus try and get in the box. Nathan Peat trying to stand him up, stop the cross. That's the first time they've gone high, Tom. Nathan Peat and Anthony Kay, and they are out and out defenders. They're not sprinters.
No, and there was a good ball over the top there initially.
2v1.
Yeah.
Free kick given?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah, free kick.
Yeah, it has been given. Smart decision as well by the referee. Had some great afternoons here, Tom, at Bangor. Always a great place to come, Bangor.
Lovely summer's evening, isn't it?
Marriott headed away again by Nathan Peat. Nobody will head the ball more than Nathan Peat this afternoon. Smith, good ball. Daniels, it's a good battle this is going to be. Daniels and Naeem Arson, and Naeem will have his hands full all afternoon. Routledge, Hudson with her around the corner. McManus, she wants to get the shot off McManus. Ramsey, second save of the afternoon. Comfortable enough?
Yeah, but for me, Mark, he hasn't. That's two shots he's had at him. He hasn't caught them. And if you're a strike for the other team, you're thinking, right, I'm going to be following up with everything this afternoon, because he hasn't started too brightly.
Yeah, I have to agree, Tom.
With his handling. Great turn here by McManus.
TNS amazingly looking for their 7th double. Mike Harris, have you Mike Harrison view this afternoon anywhere, Tom?
I think he's here.
And there's the Bala support behind the goal.
Nice to see a lot of youngsters there.
Great to see. Hudson again. It's the Blaine Hudson show so far, strolling out of defence. Routledge. Yeah, Venables won't go side to side, Tom. You're playing that 9 role and just occupy the 2 centre backs. Hudson.
What do you think of that pass, Mark? He's been a key man for the Saints this season, McManus. Yeah, 29 goals.
I think he come to the fore again, Tom. You know, he had a bit of a... He was top scorer last season, but he finished. He's had a few injuries this year, but 29 goals, I think, is the league record since the Super 12.
Yeah, I think the holder was Chris Venables. But he's been beating the record this season, as McManus. But that player there, Ryan Brobble, he can turn the game in a matter of seconds, that boy.
Yeah, and that's the job you've got at right back. Ollie Shannon be trying to look after him. Hudson. It's a great ball inside Redmond. Key when Redmond gets it all the time. Naeem Martin does well again. Mendes.
That's the thing, when Bala just get the possession back, they just give it straight back to the opponents.
Yeah.
Just haven't got that guile on the ball and says, let's keep possession for a bit.
When Edwards gets it, Dave Edwards, he finds a right shirt, a red shirt, and they keep possession. It's key to keep possession, otherwise you keep him working too hard, trying to get it back all the time. But like you said, as expected, it's going to be a hard work, and Caton, the man in view, will be a happy man so far. 18 minutes on the clock in the 134th JD Welsh Cup final. So far, 0-0. Redmond has a chance. Redmond pulls it back across. Must be 1-0. McManus, the smart man, he was on McManus to open the scoring, and he obliges. TNS 1, Bala 0, and it's the Golden Boot King who opens the scoring.
Yeah, certainly that was on a plate for him. That as Anthony Kay, he got turned there in the penalty area. Just Astles with the ball into the box.
The 33rd goal of the season, Tom. Great work by Redmond.
Yeah, you know, he puts it on a plate from there, goes in off Arsenal. There's nothing he could do there. But again, Redmond, he makes some great runs into the channels, doesn't he? And really, Kay should ask for a foul there.
Absolutely, definitely. You're not going to get a foul there.
No, it was Burke actually.
Redmond works the byline, pulls it back. Who more? Or who do you want to pull it back to? The Golden Boot King just slots it. 1-0 ahead after 20 minutes. There may be a few bookmakers paying out in Oswestry area, Tom, on the first goal scorer.
Yeah, if you can get any odds on it.
Big task ahead at the start of the game. It's larger now for the Lakesiders. Great ball in. Venables. Great defensive header. That is a brilliant... don't underrate the header there from Hudson, because that was a type of ball the Venables have thrived on.
Yeah, absolutely.
15 years in this league. They got a few players playing this afternoon, Tom, who've been out with injury, Bala, and they are going to feel this. They are going to... It's right in front of us. We've got a great vantage point here, and TNS are just pinging this ball around and enjoying themselves.
Yeah, it's been far too easy for them so far.
Rutherford, and there's the work rate from McManus. Smith, one more pass, almost, if he gets the nutmeg, but it's a free kick. Leo Smith asking questions.
Yeah, Venables will get a yellow card here. Just a shirt tug there on McManus.
Yeah, Venables gets the yellow card, and it's in a wonderful position. Marriott will be the favourite for me. Well, that's definitely a yellow.
Yeah, along Leo Smith actually.
Don't think we can argue that one, Chris.
Dangerous position as well.
Left. Brobble, right foot. Marriott, left foot. Dead centre. Take your pick, Tom.
Marriott for me.
Marriott. McManus may want a bit of the action as well. 5 in the wall. Kay, Edwards, Pete, Smith, and Burke.
Marriott says, I'm the skipper, I'm taking this.
And Ramsey's just showing him the left-hand side as well. If he can get over that wall, he's got half a chance here. And it's just about the perfect distance to get it over and down.
Yeah, exactly.
Brobble or Marriott. Marriott it is. And there it is. Wide of the mark. I think he'd be disappointed with that. He did what was asked, but not on target.
Yeah. They count for nothing, those that go past the post. Really, you have to be looking to work the goalkeeper in those positions.
Kay fires it down the line, looking for Kieran Smith. And the job that Colin Caton and company have on this afternoon, Tom, we can feel for him, because we've all been there, played against these excellent footballers from TNS, and they've made every team over the past decade or so work their socks off to get anything against them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they set the standards, and they're very, very high standards.
McManus seems to be enjoying his game as well at the moment. McManus, Smith, can he? Smith, wide of the target, big chance for somebody of Leo Smith's ability. He did the hard work. He rounded the centre half.
Yeah, some nifty footwork there by Leo Smith on the edge of the box there. He turns Pete one way, the other way. You'd be disappointed with that final effort.
Because he's a good finisher usually, Leo Smith.
He just hooks it a little bit, then he across the keeper.
One thing to notice is Alex Ramsey is not taking goal kicks. No, there's the main strength in Ramsey's game. He's the best kicker of the ball in this league, and he's not taking any kicks. Tells you something, Tom. He has missed the last 3 games with injury. Redmond. Burke gets it before Redmond. It's a fine afternoon at the moment.
Yeah, the sun's come out. It's probably what the Bala players didn't want. The heat from the sun, the heat from the opposition, putting them under pressure.
Next goal, absolutely vital. Still early, 24 minutes in the JD Welsh Cup final. Declan McManus' goal gives the red-hot favourites a 1-0 lead. Yeah, he's causing problems, McManus. He's peeling off the centre halves, and either Kay or Nathan Pete don't really want to go in with him.
They've only conceded 17 goals in the league in 32 games. That's how difficult it is going to be for Bala to get it on the score sheet this afternoon.
Kay, Arson plays a smart 1-2 with Anthony Kay.
I'm not too sure why are they playing, instead of playing back across the back 4, they're keeping possession for a little bit, just to take the pressure off.
Davis, Hudson, just one left late in, may interest the ref. Mendes says no, sir. Referee says yes, sir. Here comes the yellow.
I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. I don't think the referee saw that. It was the shout more than anything from us.
I think it's one of the standard football ones now, Tom, as you know. Watch this. Mendes, you've got a challenge for it.
Well, there's nothing there.
Nor for me. Nor for me.
As for Roy Keane would say, is that a baby there?
6'4" Blaine Hudson. But Tom, Blaine Hudson, like I said, is 6'4". There's no way I'm going to call him a baby.
Quite safe to side the fence, Mark.
I'll tell him later. Connor Roberts will get the ball. Striding forward, Ryan Astles. Still, great ball, Astles, no flag, onside, chance, Daniels, great save, Ramsey, still no flag. They've had, in the last 5 minutes, 3 or 4 chances, TNS, they could have won this game in the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, the thing is, Mark, first of all, Colin Caton scored a dress, 2 centre-backs are running 50 metres with the ball, and then they pick your pass. It's far too easy, and to be fair to Ramsey there, he does really well. It's a great run for Josh Daniels. He seems to me to do a free roll. He pushes in, playing out by Man City with an inverted winger, and Davis then fires the right back, pushes up.
Yeah, I think it's what you talked about earlier on, Tom, about Robble and Daniels. They're wide men, but they're taught how to cut inside, and they do it very often for TNS. Arson, Danny Davis against Venables. Wow, this game was almost becoming non-contact sometimes. Danny Davis is struggling, definitely at right back.
Yeah, set piece here.
May have held him back being a Football League player, them injuries he keeps picking up. Arson, Naeem Arson to fire one in. Nathan Pete will be the target on the back post. Hudson's gone wide to mark him. Great ball in. Davis heads away. Breaks on. McManus. Leo Smith out wide. Delays the pass. Arson. That's tremendous Good work from Naeem Arson, the Welsh futsal expert. Smith. First time they've built with a few passes and they've got themselves a free kick. That's more like it from Bala, and it was all came from the reliance of Arson wanting to keep the ball instead of just knocking it away.
Yeah, it's good, excellent build-up play. And Astor's egos looking for that ball there. Again, cheap free kick for me, Mark.
It is for me. This is.
Do we agree?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it just seems to say now the players go down automatically, and they seem to get 80% of free kicks.
Yeah, excellent position here for the Lakesiders.
Mendes, Edwards, Venables over the ball.
And who's your money on?
Venables.
I go for Edwards myself, but who knows?
It's in a great position again. Connor Roberts behind the four-man wall. Edwards. Venables.
That was a big, big wall, wasn't it? Astles and Hudson were in that wall.
And did well. Smart money's on Connor Roberts to collect. Tremendous catch from Roberts.
Well, you'd expect a keeper of his ability to be dominating the box there.
They rode their luck the last 5 or 10 minutes, Bala, and they just may have, next 5 to 10 minutes, if they could settle on the ball, stay in this game. Goes behind.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing there.
Yeah, Ollie Shannon moaning about the crossheads. Caton there looking at his watch. Caton take a 1-0 at half time at the moment. Alex Ramsey's down. 30 minutes on the clock. We can sometimes say that these are tactical moves by teams, but I think Ramsey could be genuinely injured.
Certainly, you know, missed the last 3 matches. Been a big doubt about him before the game, Mark. He's pulled off a couple of good saves, but he doesn't look himself for me. And you
Harry
know,
Lloyd been deputising and doing pretty well there. Is Declan McManus, 33rd goal of the season, giving his team the lead at the moment.
Yeah, just in this goal here, Nate Burke just overruns the ball.
Yeah, definitely. It's a tactic, you know, at the end you've got to defend that. There's Craig Harrison, punch in the air. Don't forget he was the manager when Bala did defeat TNS in 2017-18. Well, with Ramsey being down, Bangor has hit 15 degrees in the sunshine and it looks like we're having a water break.
Yeah, both teams are taking advantage.
Ramsey was out in Seville last week watching his brother's team, Manchester United. Two of the better goalkeepers in this league, Tom, no doubt at all. Connor Roberts and Alex Ramsey over the last few seasons.
Yeah, definitely. I think Connor Roberts.
There's Noel Mooney.
I think Connor Roberts, having that season on loan at Aberystwyth helped him as well.
Definitely. Yeah, you're talking like that, Tom. And for the couple of teams who stayed up, Aberystwyth and Pontypridd, a couple of goalkeepers who came in for them at the end, Ratcliffe and Turner, they really turned around their teams.
Made a massive difference.
Brilliant. Kay comes up the field this time. Every time. Again, just leaves one in.
Yeah, there's no way he was going to pull out of that one. Anthony Kay is fully committed.
Yeah, McManus has been the best player so far for me. He's coming and he's making things happen, peeling off.
Yeah, he's dragging centre halves out of their comfort zone, Mark. And I really like McManus. He just looked at Pete and said, "Do that again, mate, and I'll score another one." And plenty to ponder there.
Roberts.
For
Edwards tries to close down. Smith. Have to excuse some language just from behind the goals. He comes over. Astles, Ryan Astles. I think he might go to a diamond if he carries on coming in there. If McManus keeps coming in and just coming into that area, if he plays somebody in the holding already, maybe stop him coming in. Routledge, every Bala player behind the ball. Routledge on the left wing is a rarity. Redmond. Redmond, great ball across, headed away by Anthony Cake, good headed as well by Marriott. From behind, referee says, if you should give him play on there, I don't think that's a great play on. He must have thought he got the ball.
You got the man as well. Danny, it was a Robble it was.
Yeah, that's why I was expecting a free kick to be given. McManus. Live wide out then McManus. Mendes goes to ground and he'll get the free kick. Wow. That's in the box as well, by the way. Does he get the ball?
No. No, he doesn't.
Interesting. That'll be debatable at half-time, I'm sure.
Yeah, Arson it was.
Dylan Ebenezer and Sean Meredith and Nolan Tudor-Jones will have that one to talk about at half-time. Hudson, Davis, Smith competing. There's no doubt in my mind if Bala get it half-time at 1-0, Caton will be not too disappointed, Tom.
No, definitely not. Still in the game, Mark. Haven't really forced a save from Connor Roberts yet, though.
There was another 2 cup finals yesterday, Tom. Congratulations to Barry Town, beating a young Colwyn Bay in the cup final, in the National Blood Cup final. And congratulations to Tree Thomas Bluebirds, who were, I think, the underdog going into play in Denby Town in the FA Trophy. And Tree Thomas pulled off a smart win by a 2-1 scoreline. Smith, Rutherford's in space. Just lost his foot in there, Smith.
Yeah.
Bravo didn't see the pass either. Nathan Peake comes back inside. Edwards, great play from Edwards. Can he take it on? The shot didn't back up. The great work to set the shot up.
Yeah, worked the ball really well there, did Edwards, and he'll be disappointed with his final effort there. Edwards and Kay, buckets loads of experience from those two.
Roberts. Interesting to see Connor Roberts has gone long the last 3 or 4 kicks, and Kay has come in and won the most of them. Venables, his job is to retain it and start again. Larson. Kay spreads the play looking for Mendes. Chris Marriott.
Very experienced defender.
Fantastic career. 374 games now, Marriott. Could he be the Cymru Premier's Ashley Young at Aston Villa? Said he wants a new contract again, Young at Villa. Tom, he's nearly as old as you. Chance, great. What handball wanted. Big shout. Again. Not given. Venables is certain that's a handball.
Not in the best position there.
I know, it wasn't his fault, the referee was the wrong side. Smith. It'll be interesting replay though. Smith inside. McManus plays a 1-2. McManus. Danny Davis in acres of space. Davis. Smith. Chance. Wide of the target from McManus.
Yeah.
I think we'll see the chance again from McManus. And we're bound to get another look at the handball.
Yeah, I was about to do. McManus will definitely be disappointed with that final effort. Yeah, again, plenty of time there. Just nonchalantly tries to dink it. Now, no, he can't.
He gets a good look at it, by the way. He's only 10 yards up behind him. There's a big shout of yes. I couldn't see it from here on the replay. Yes or no, Tom?
No.
Great leap from Venables. Marriott will guide it back to Roberts, but with 37 minutes on the clock, Bala have edged their way back into this game. And with the experienced players like Edwards in midfield, Venables, they'll know one chance keeps them in the competition. Arson gets his team to throw in.
When the game's wide open, though, that's when the new Saints come to the fore. They've got so much pace and mobility in their side, they can catch you.
Dave Edwards having a stern word with the referee there. Davis, Daniels. Tremendous play if he keeps that in. Davis. It's like a gazelle when he gets going.
Yeah, just overrun it a little bit there, Davis. He'll be happy though. Craig Harrison, the way his team has played, created 2 or 3 good opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, any win in a cup final, the score doesn't matter. It's about lifting the trophy and making that prestigious double. Kay, he's working really hard. He's taking every kick. He's kicked that miles as well. That's a great goal kick, by the way. He's looking for most probably, apart from Venables, his best head of the ball in Mendes, and he almost picks him out. That's a better out ball, Tom, than just launching it in.
Yeah, especially down the throats of Astles and Hudson, both so strong in the air. Although, to be fair to Chris Venables, he's won a few battles with him, Hudson already.
Were they? To sneak one before half-time, it would be really set the second 45 up. Mendes, he's been amongst the goals all season and the assists. Goes down again on the edge of the box and gets the foul again.
It's quite interesting that these fouls, he gives Venables a yellow card for tugging the shirt, fouls the edge of the box, he hasn't even had a word with him.
Thinking Marriott just... Yeah, he's got him by the back of the shirt, that's why Mendes goes over.
Yeah, well, where's the consistency there then?
Good area again. Naeem Arson with a left foot, I think will be favourite here. It's in that perfect slot.
What I like about the defensive wall is here, they got the 2 massive centre-backs in the wall. Well, the question is, why do Bala maybe not dink it to the back post where they got Pete? Kay.
Yeah. Arson. Edwards, will he have a go this time? Venables peels off, it'll be one of the 2. Venables is going to the back post and nobody's followed him, by the way. He's got to take the shot down from here, 19 yards out. Edwards gets a chance, great save from Roberts. Edwards will be disappointed his effort didn't find the back of the net, but it was a decent effort from the ex-Welsh international. Made the keeper save it. The golden rule, make the keeper make the save.
Yeah, whips it in there. Good save by Roberts. Just seeing another angle there.
It's a great save by Connor Roberts, by the way.
Looks even better from there, Mark.
A little bit going on off the ball in the area between Anthony Kay and Chris Marriott. Declan McManus involved as well. 41 minutes on the clock. Plenty of tension. Tight game at the moment. Yeah. TNS 1, Bala 0.
Be a big fillip for Bala if they could get an equaliser just before half-time here.
Arson will ask questions. Decent ball in. Headed away by Daniels. Great headed away, and Brobble just hooks clear. Shannon. It's the Six Nations. The up and under almost worked. Goes over. Big shout. Referee says play on. The big shout was from behind the goal line, and they were Bala fans. Brobble hasn't been involved as much as we thought he would, Tom. He started well with bits of magic. He's on the ball again now. Strong tackle from Nathan Pete. Physically starting to compete well. Bala
Much better from Bala, this.
Mendes. Switches on. Venables will be asking for this now on the far post. Arson delivers well. It's a great area. Can't do a lot more than put it into that area, Tom.
No, Mark. They had one player there in the box. Venables. You've got to be throwing men in the box, then you get into that kind of position.
Smith does tremendous to keep it in play, and there could be men over here if he gets it in. It's held it up to start again. Routledge. What a time this would to be. Were they to get a second Brobble? That's not Ryan Brobble like. Could be a bit of a replay again here for Bala. Yeah, he's just gone over. Hudson hung his leg out. He's accepted it and just said, "Can I have one?" Not for me, Tom.
No way.
But the referee's had a busy, very busy first half. He's had to make some key decisions. He's done well.
Yeah, he's got most.
He's kept the game flowing. He's given his yellows when he's had to. And I think he's made one or two good calls. Astles. After 20 minutes, Tom, just after they scored and they missed them 3 or 4 chances, it looked like, you know, the forecast of a big TNS win looked on the cards. But Bala, to their credit, have really worked their way back in this game.
Yeah, they've really battled hard, to be fair to them.
Kay. Davis. Another free kick. No matter how good a team you are, you cannot carry on giving free kicks around the edge of the box. That's about 4 now in the last 10 minutes. Sooner or later, they'll make you pay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Davis it was. 2 added minutes. And what a lift this would be to Bala, where they do equalise just before half-time. The big men are up. Nathan Peat, prolific as a centre-half, getting goals. Mendes. Mendes stands up the back post. That's a disappointment from Mendes. He's better than that. He's much better than that. Smith will get the free kick and TNS will take their time.
Yeah, there's a really poor delivery there. Food and drink for the keeper, that was.
Craig Harrison happy with the 1-0 at half-time, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have a, you know, 1 or 2 words with his players to be a little bit more positive in and around the penalty area.
Hudson picks Davis out with a straight ball, but does really well. Davis gets it across. After 20 minutes, like I said, it looked like they could have started to play with some swagger with that goal, but it hasn't developed. Danny Davis still looks in trouble to me, Tom, just in front of us. I'll be surprised to see him come out for the second half.
I just think they've gone a little bit sloppy, the champions.
And no defenders on the bench for TNS. Venables, Roberts.
Yeah. Edwards found himself in the box a couple of times now, but not enough men for me in the box for Bala when they get their attacks or the crosses coming in.
So summing up, Tom, before we go to the break, good start getting the goal for TNS. Good reply so far from Bala.
Yeah, they've worked themselves back into the game.
Redmond. McManus again coming off his markers. Brobble. Key play this could be. Last 20 seconds, referee says that'll do for us. The 134th JD Welsh Cup final. A Declan McManus goal gives the double-seeking champions TNS a 1-0 lead at Nantporth. We look forward to seeing you in the second 45 minutes. Declan McManus' 33rd goal of the season. Connor Roberts could be looking for his 20th clean sheets. Dave Edwards and company will want more in the second period.
Screwfix Sprint. yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Rownd derfynol, Cwpan Cymru. Mae'n olygfa cyfarwydd pan mae'r ddau yma yn cwrdd yn Nantporth. Ar un hyn stori o ran y tymor, y Seintiau Newydd yn rheoli'r hanner cynta yna. Ac ar y blaen, Declan McManus. Pwy arall yn cael y gol, ond dyna'r unig gol. A mae hynny'n stori yn ei hunan ar Bala. Wedi gwella, wedi dod yn agos hefyd. Dave Edwards ar ymdrech ore o'i rhan nhw. A fel na mai ar y fennau, y Seintiau Newydd ar y blaen o gol i ddim yn erbyn y Bala. Owain Tudur-Jones a Sean Meredith gyda fi fan hyn wrth ochr y cae. Sean, un i ddim, newyddion da yn y Bala am hwn ni. Mae'n syndod achos ar un adeg o'ch chi'n meddwl bod y Seintiau yn mynd i redeg i ffwrdd o hon. Beth sydd wedi newid?
Wel, dim yn unig yn mynd un gol i fyny yn fian, ond yn ffordd yn nhw'n dominyddu y gêm, o'n i wir pryderu i'r Bala, oherwydd o'n i meddwl falle bod hwn yn mynd i fod yn 2 neu 3 cyn yn hanner, ond yn bersonol, dwi'n meddwl bod y Bala wedi bennu'r gêm yn llawer cryfach na'r Seintiau Newydd, a fel ti'n gweud, dim ond un gol i fyny, maen nhw'n sicr yn y gêm yma.
Mae'n mor ddiddorol gweld y llanw a thrau ar gêm y newid ac ati. Ni weld y cyfleoedd ar dechrau, a Seintiau yn dechrau ar dan. oedd y Bala, sa'n gwybod, nhw'n negyddol nhw wedi cael sioc, dim cael sioc, ond beth oedd ei le ar y dach yna?
Wel, dyna oedden ni'n sôn cyn y gêm yn de, dyna oedd y ffordd oedden nhw'n teimlo. Oedden ni'n teimlo fysa nhw'n cael llwyddiant, ond ti'n gallu dangos gormod o barch, a ti'n gallu amddiffyn yn rhy dim drwy'r amser. A da ni'n gweld y cyfleon, ddylia bod nhw wedi sgorio mwy na un gol. Does o ddim cwestiwn o ran hynna. Mae Brobl wedi bod yn allweddol, Redmond ffantastig yn ganol cae, ac yn amlwg pan mae gen ti McManus ar y cae, mae yna rhywbeth wastad yn bosib. A jyst yr passes dros ben yr amddiffyn, dwi'n galw nhw'n passes hir. Dyn nhw'n hir dros ben, rhyw 30-40 llath, ond maen nhw'n achosi problema.
A sy'n ni gweld nhw'n neud hynny?
Na, dim syndod o gwbl. Maen nhw'n chwaraewyr sy'n mor glyfar, maen nhw'n gallu addasu a sylweddoli reit. Sut mae tîm yn amddiffyn a be di'r allwedd i gael llwyddiant yn ei herbyn nhw. Mae Bala'n teimlo'n gyffyrddus efo bob dim o'i blaena nhw. Felly, faint o le sy'n tu ôl nhw. Unwaith o'r bas yna mynd, maen nhw'n gorau gwynebu gol i hynna, dyna lle mae'r problema'n dod.
A nathon ni arwen at y gol mewn ffordd hefyd, Sean, gewn ni weld i nawr. Ni'n sôn am gyflwr y cae, felly bod y cae di helpu'r Seintiau i raddau hefyd, achos dyw'r bel ddim eich rhedeg rhyw lawer.
Fi'n meddwl bod y cae wedi bod yn lot well na beth ni'n meddwl. Fel dyn ni gweld yn ystod tymor hwn, 29 gol yn y gyngred, a un arall yn y cwpan, cael ei dynnu nôl yn bert. Ramsey cael llaw iddi, ond dim yn cryf yn benni yn y rhwyd.
Mae wedi bod yn rhy awyddus i fynd yn agos at y bel, do. Mae wedi mynd yn rhy dyn mae'n drwg yn ni. A drwy wneud hynna, mae bounce y bel yn mynd tu ôl iddo fo. Mae'n gorfod ar y llawr yn gobeithio ac yn gweddio bod yna chwipan yn mynd i ddod. Dim chwipan, do na ddim trosedd.
Mae'n gorredig y bel i rhywfaint, i ryw raddau hefyd. Y ffaith bod yn meddwl bod y bel yn mynd mlaen ychydig, ond bounce bach neu check, os ni'n gweud ar cwrs golf OTJ.
Mae Sean yn sôn am y check yn fanna. Diolch yn digwydd mewn damwain. Mae chwaraewyr Saints and Newydd ddigon da i wneud hynna ar bwrpas, i chwarae'r bel, i wneud yn siŵr bod i yn dal ar y tir rhyw fymryn bach ac yn amlwg di achosi problema.
Byddwn nhw'n siomedig ildio gol fel yna, mae'n siŵr, ond tymor yma wedi colli 4 yn erbyn y Seintiau. Un maen nhw wedi sgorio. Felly eto, dwi ddim yn sioc iddyn nhw, ond be newidiodd wedyn ni? Oedd rhywbeth amlwg neu jyst mynd amdani?
Mae rai chdi fynd amdani rhywfaint, does. Mae'n gêm berig os ti'n taflu dynion ymlaen, ond o'ch ti'n gweld oedd y llwyddiant yn dod pan oedden nhw 20 lladd i fyny'r cae yn rhoi pwysau ar y bel. Ti'n gallu gwneud na drwy'r amser, felly mae dewis a dethol pryd i wneud o mor bwysig, dyna lle mae'r profiad yn dod i fewn, ac ennill y cicio gosod. Oherwydd dyna fydd yn allweddol, os maen nhw'n mynd i sgorio, dwi'n teimlo cicio rhydd, y cicio cornel, maen nhw angen rhoi di hynna mewn mwy o sefyllfaidd i ennill y cicio yna.
Maen nhw wedi cael un yn agos hefyd, Dave Edwards, arbediad gorau'r gêm am hynny, gan Conor Roberts.
Wel, mi oedd achos ar un adeg, welon ni Chris Venables yn pilo'r cefen yn falle oherwydd bod nhw'r Seintiau Newydd rhoi gyd o chwaraewyr mawr nhw mewn i'r wal. Falle bod cyfle i Chris Venables, ond Dave Edwards yn mynd am yr ergyd, a mae'n arbediad o safon achos mae bron tu ôl o fe fel petai.
A un gol sydd ynddi. A ni gyd yn gwybod beth mae hynny yn ei olygu, gall unrhyw beth ddigwydd yn yr ail hanner, ond mae yna wynebau cyfarwydd ar hyd y lle y cei yma, wynebau cyfarwydd o'r gyngrair yn un ôl at Sioned.
Diolch Dylan, fi wedi dwy'n rheolwr Cynarfon, Richard Davies, lawr o'r eisteddle. Richard, beth argraffiadau di o'r hanner cynta yna?
Dwi'n meddwl un peth o beth pawb o ddisgo, dwi'n meddwl. TNS wedi cadw'r meddiant i gyd. Wedi cael cwpl o chances fanna lle wrach mae Liam Smith yn mynd drwy'r unwaith. A sy'n gallu bod y fwy lle, ond chwarae teg i Bala, maen nhw daw yn y gêm, 10 munud ola, maen nhw wedi cael cwpl o chances a cwpl o free kicks ar edge y box, so maen nhw daw yn y gêm.
Y ffaith, mae'r Seintiau bosib wedi bod bach yn gwastraffus o flaen y gol, bydd nhw'n gobeithio bod nhw ddim yn difaru hwnna erbyn i ni gyrraedd diwedd y gêm.
A dyna, mae TNS o hyd yn mynd i greu chances ma, so mae o be mae pobl o ddisgwyl, ond chwarae teg, mae Bala daw yn y gêm, a mond hynna llith nhw ofyn, I suppose.
A hefyd mae rhaid ni sôn am Gaernarfon, llon gyfrchiadau ar dy pwyntiau. Ti'n mwynhau bach o amser off ar hyn o bryd?
Swn ddim yn lot o amser off, ond dwi'n gwrdd deithio'r ymwraig i cancel planiau i gyd, ond na, dwi'n enjoyo fo. Nes i enjoyo 5 gêm ola, a wedyn jyst gobeithio trio cael pawb dros y lein fan lle, a dwi'n barod at flwyddyn nesaf.
Faint o hoi gewch chi yng Nghaernarfon? Ti wedi rhoi bach o brec i'r chwaraewyr?
Do, dim bach o brec, yn dar y gwylio fan a falle, a wedyn mae'n siŵr fe'n edrych yn ôl mewn diwedd June wrach. Na fo.
Cwpl o wynebau newydd dros yr haf o bosib?
Gobeithio, mi eisiau dig gormod lle, ond gobeithio, dwi'n meddwl bod ni eisiau ffreshen o fyny dyn bach, so
Richard, diolch mawr am dy gwmni. Joio'r ail hanner a joio'r hael hefyd. Wel, pwy fydd yn codi cwpan Cymru y Seintiau Newydd neu'r Bala? Findwn ni mas ar ôl yr egoel, yr ail hanner i ddod, pidwch mynd yn bell.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl ato ni'n barod ar gyfer yr ail hanner y Seintiau Newydd ar y blaen. A chi'n gwybod fe, fel mae pethau'n sefyll, bydde hynny'n golygu bod Pen-y-bont yn mynd i Ewrop am y tro cyntaf yn ei hanes. Mae'r Bala yn ceisio newid y cyfan wrth i ni fynd nôl at Nick Parry.
Welcome back to Nantporth in Bangor, where TNS are currently 1-0 ahead in their aim of securing a league and Welsh Cup double. Tommy Morgan, interesting first half, and the game is still very much on for Bala to cause an upset.
Yeah, very much in this game, but they need to improve going forward.
Chance to get an early crossing from Arsenal, who was one of their better players in the first half. In it goes. Smart money would have been on one of the big centre halves heading that away. Marriott clears his lines. Smith, McManus, who was magnificent in the first half, looked after the ball really well, starts that way again. Brobble inside. Can TNS turn the style on in the second half, or will Bala battle back? Referee says play on. He may come back and have a word with Routledge. percentages on his tackles so far. Is the referee coming back for that, Tom?
Yeah, definitely, Mark. I think, to be honest, he's been a little bit harsh on Bala. Every time they've transgressed, he's flashed the yellow and don't see going the other way.
Daniels. Oh, it's a wonderful 1-2, but Arson again. Daniel started really well, and Naim Arson had dug in, and if anything, he's ahead in that battle at left back against right winger so far.
Yeah.
Free kick gets dragged back, and Dave Edwards asks, here is the tackle. Yeah,
he did catch him. Yeah, that's a yellow mark.
All day long. Routledge gets away with one there.
Yeah, all stud showing. That's poor.
Edwards is feeling that as well. You can see that. Key moments now of this 134th Cup final. The big men are in there. 13 foot between the two of them. Hudson will be the target. Great ball in. Smith heads away. McManus. Edwards simply wanted him more than anybody else then. Arson. Venables. Caton's talk at half-time, Tom. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, and obviously I think that's an absolutely
Shannon. Can you get it inside and get the shot off? Alex to look after the ball. Good effort. Just over the top from Ollie Shannon. Enterprising stuff from the Lakesiders.
Yeah, much better. Really started off that Venables crossfield ball there to Shannon. Keeps the ball and can't really keep his shot down, unfortunately.
But one loss this season, TNS, one loss. It was to 3-2 against Cardiff Met. They also, by the way, lost on penalties, I must add, to Connaskey Nomads in the League Cup. But they've had such a wonderful season. Danny Redmond just gives Kieran Smith a reminder that he's playing in centre midfield. Hasn't been an easy gig so far. Oh, that's late again.
Yeah.
Naim Arson. It's a high line from TNS. They pushed 20 yards outside their own box there. Surely somebody will drop back in. It's flat. Makes the goalkeeper favourite, so the line works. Great line. Connor Roberts. Liam Smith needs to close down.
Yeah, again, that's just come from one poor free kick delivered in straight into the keeper's arms.
There is George Newell on the bench.
He must be gutted, Mark, that he's not starting.
Luke Wall, yeah. Jamie Davis. That's a good bench. It's three good forwards there, capable of coming on and changing this game, by the way.
Yeah, certainly.
Jamie Davis has plenty of legs, galloping behind.
He hasn't really got going, has he, in the Bala shirt, to be honest. It's probably been a really frustrating season for James Davis. Been sat on the bench most of it.
The most wins ever in this Welsh Cup is by the current team of the moment, Wrexham 23, Cardiff 22, Swansea 10. Arson cuts the ball out. And the most consecutive wins were by Cardiff City, 1967 to 71. And let's not forget, first round of this year's competition, or third qualifying round, Chirk AAA drew one apiece with TNS and defeated him on. TNS went through on penalties.
Yeah, it just shows you.
Hudson, can he get a shot off? Pulls it back inside. Redmond may get the shot off. Tees it up. Drives all the way. Redmond. It was a magical goal from Redmond. He walks it in the end. But you've got to be some sort of player to have the skill and ability to walk the ball in like that. It's a brilliant goal from Danny Redmond. Disappointing for Bala, but 2-0. And Danny Redmond scores a wonderful second goal, Tom.
Yeah, fantastic individual effort there. I mean, he just waltzes through the team there, throws a dummy, feet on the floor, keeper on the floor, gets a little bit of luck there, takes his time and just taps it in.
Yeah, there's a little bit of afters after the ball where the yellow card may have been brandished, but wonderful skill. Yeah, you have to have certain players who can do that in small areas, and Redmond has that ability.
Yeah.
Shannon leaves something on him as he walks away, Tom.
Yeah.
Redmond sits Nathan Peat down, sits the goalkeeper down, slots the ball, and the Pen-y-bont clubhouse may be going wild at the moment. Get your passports ready. 40 minutes to go.
So this game's dead then, Mark?
No, still plenty in it.
Stand up, Danny, stand up!
But that
stand up.
Was a piece of individual brilliance, which is, it has to be.
Got to admire that, Mark.
Yeah, individual brilliance. Shannon, great ball in. First chance, good defending from Danny Davis. Just puts Venables off in a key area.
Yeah.
What's the replay on this one, Tom, if they show it?
Yeah, it's good cross by Shannon, to be fair to him. Under a bit of pressure.
There's Redmond. I did say to you in the first half, Tom, he's my Cymru Premier Player of the Season. Mendes. Can Bala get a goal to get back in this game? Short corner. Rutherford comes off. Mendes beats his man easily, stands it up. Chance Edwards just over the bar. Smart play by Mendes, delivered across. Edwards left, just guided the header over the bar.
Yeah, certainly excellent move from the training ground there by Bala. Just the final effort from Edwards.
Redmond. Smart money beyond Redmond, I think, for man of the match already, Tom. He's been on the ball and he's done well.
Well, he's a top quality player, let's be honest.
Danny Redmond, 32 years of age now. Doesn't get lots of goals for TNS. This is his 11th in the 123rd game. Venables still leading the line. Redmond clears up the other end. Roberts. Great outball from Roberts. Davis plays it inside. Next 5 to 10 minutes. Key moments now. Ramsey. That's a great strike from Ramsey, but nobody up the top. Bala, of course, Tom, and just to let the viewers know, will still be involved in a chance for Europe in the Cymru playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Haverfordwest from the bottom 6. Newtown, Cardiff Met, and Bala will make the semi-finals up.
Another shot to European football.
Smith, Redmond, great pass again. Brobel wants to get on the act. Brobel. Arson. Hudson. Not the worst area to give a foul away. Davis looking for McManus, headed out by Nathan Peat. Offside flag. I think we're going to be lucky enough to see Danny Redmond's goal again. All about individual ability, Tom, on the ball.
Yeah, he just throws it. Peat, a great dummy there, but to be fair,
Ramsey just has the chance to collect.
He does well there, Ramsey, just not enough though. I think probably the frustration from Shannon was that he just was taking the mickey a little bit, instead of just slotting it in. Made a bit of a meal of it to finish.
Yeah, perhaps the amount of skill entitles him to take his time. There's only certain players can score goals like that, Tom.
Yeah.
Strong challenge from Daniels and Nathan Burke. Oh, he's on here. Brobel. He'll be a favourite here to make it 3. Brobel makes it 3. Slides a ball past Alex Ramsey. When he gets a chance one-on-one like that, Ryan Brobel, it's not often the ex-Middlesbrough player who's got 77 goals now in 166 games misses. Final almost over with 35 minutes to go. TNS 3, Bala 0.
Yeah, as soon as Brobel gets hold of that ball, you just knew somehow he was going to score. He's so comfy on the ball. Again, Leo Smith with that Lovely pass, weighted pass, and takes his time, Brobble, and just slots his past Ramsey. Cool, calm, collected. Terrific finish by Ryan Brobble. You wouldn't expect him to miss. Great pass to the outside of his foot there, Leo Smith, to set him free. But Bala again, guilty of giving away the ball cheaply in midfield. And you can't afford to do that, Mark, against a top quality team.
It's a big turnaround now. It's Liverpool stuff now when they come back from 3-0 down in the European Cup final. That'll be that sort of comeback. Can't see that happening against TNS this afternoon.
No, you can't. Only 17 goals conceded in a whole season. So you're asking a team to come and score 3 against them.
So after all the hard work they put in the first half, Tom Bala, this was exactly what Colin Caton wouldn't have wanted. 2 goals in the first 11 minutes of the second half. Final most probably over now. You're playing now for pride.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the shirt.
Yeah.
You don't want to get a routing in the final.
Now, the thing is as well, Mark, it's quite interesting. I just looking over at the substitutes. Now they look as if they've got absolutely no interest whatsoever to get on the pitch.
Pete heads away. Redmond, he's just patrolling our midfield now. Brobble, McManus could have gone over for the free kick, stays up. Daniels, Arson cuts it inside to Dave Edwards. Edwards with all his professionalism will keep going. Just getting loose now. One-way traffic at the moment, Tom.
Yeah. Edwards, to me, looks tired.
Shannon, been Bala's best player in the second half. Can Edwards put him in again? Picks a pass, it's a decent pass as well. Shannon. Great ball in from Shannon. Decent ball, far post area.
Yeah, at least they did have a couple of perk. They'd make a good run into the box there as well to support. Venables there, excellent ball. Yeah. Bit of curl on it, away from the keeper.
Plenty of conversations in the Bala dugout over there. Leo Smith gets it forward. McManus, who will want goals to round his season off. I think Harrison said he'll play. There is Caton, Ryan Valentine and Steve Fisher just debating. Hudson. It's a great ball in behind Brobble. Shannon will have to get tight before he gets in the box again. He's a box of tricks when he gets there. Brobble, ball across, chance. How has Leo Smith not scored that? Tried to play it out, but they've caught it back in. Mendes. Yeah, they're pressing for victory now. And trying to make it an impressive scoreline as well, by the look of it.
Well, it's pretty impressive already, to be honest, Mark. 3-0. Half an hour ago. Again, seeing Brobble. He picks a man out every time, doesn't he? Smith.
Yeah, I think Smith is bewildered himself why he hasn't thrown his body at that. It's a great ball across, if you see. In it comes. No, just in front of him, to be fair. Great header by Hudson. McManus again getting to the ball first. Kay gets the tackle in. Most probably taking the wind out of the sails of Bala. Brobble. Brobble will try and get to the line. Mendes. Mendes goes down, tracking Brobble. An hour on the clock in the 134 JD Welsh Cup final. TNS 3, Bala 0. TNS at present coasting to a league and cup double.
Mendes in a little bit of trouble there, but Brobble, he's looking pretty much unstoppable down this left-hand side.
Yeah, he just caught his, you could see he's in pain there, Mendes, as he goes down. Obviously they're the current holders of the cup. They beat Pen-y-bont last season 3-2. Pen-y-bont made a fine comeback in the last 10 minutes of that game. Tom, we did that at the Cardiff City Stadium when they scored 2 in the last 10 minutes. Can Bala throw anything back into this game? Looks like George Newell will be coming on.
Yeah, I think in that final last season, you know, it was so comfy, weren't they?
Almost Saints, like it is now.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly had a bit of a wake-up call in the last 5-10 minutes. Just shows you just can't take your foot off the accelerator in the game.
This should be an 8th Cup final win for TNS. They lost in 3 finals. They lost to Barry in 2001 as Kieran Smith. Kieran Smith coming off. 3 substitutes maybe. I'm sure Mendes will be in the reckoning for a substitution if he doesn't recover well.
See, Mendes and Shannon have got yellow cards, Mark.
Yeah.
And they're up against Treble.
Smith comes off for White. Chris Venables comes off for Newell. So Colin Caton maybe, Tommy, thinking Euro playoffs already with half hour to go. It's important.
Yeah, absolutely.
George Newell coming on. Got everything to show now. When you get on like that and you've been left out, go and show people why you should be in. Redmond. Burke. Ross White hooks it long. Smith. He's grown into a starter now, Tom. Leo Smith at TNS, great play. Daniels, will he get there first? Nye Marson has been the best defender for me today so far for Bala. Routledge. Block in by Shannon. Corner.
Yeah, it's certainly been a tough afternoon for Bala, especially at the start of this second period.
Just need to dig in a bit more now. Nobody wants to take a thumping in a final. It's just the opposition you're playing against, and the top level, at this level, TNS. Nathan Peat heads it back across. McManus, big miss there. He's got an open goal to get a brace there, and he heads it the wrong side of the post. He'll be disappointed in that one when he sees the replay.
Yeah, he'd have put money in on him hitting the target from there. Again, good header, back across. Oh,
should he just keep it in play, or do centre forwards always go for goal from that area?
Yeah, always go for goal, Mark. Yeah. Especially from a yard out.
Talking to another greedy number 9 there, Tommy Morgan. Luke Wall, I think, will come on for Lysander Mendes. Luke Wall was obviously associated with Bangor City in his earlier days. Played some great games here for Bangor. No doubt Menendez will be kept. So at present, Tom, Cardiff Metal, who come 4th, will play Haverfordwest next week. 4th v 7th.
Yeah. And then Bala will entertain Newtown.
Bala entertain Newtown. Still 25 minutes to go in the JD Welsh Cup final. Hudson and the big man Astles has done well at the back. Tremendous play from Astles, and yet again McManus involved, peeling off his marker. Daniels. Routledge has grown into this game as well. Davis. Smart play again. Routledge, can he stand up to the back post? Routledge chance. McManus hooks it over. It's a decent challenge from Nathan Peat. Gets the corner, by the way. Surprised to see McManus not go with his head there, Tom?
No, it was a bit too low there, Mark. He had to go for a volley there. Some disappointing players there.
Chris Venables, Kieran Smith and Lysander Mendes. Season not over for Bala, by the way. Ben Clark makes a comeback for Leo Smith. Clark, who started the season in marvellous fashion, was out for a long time with injury. Nice to see Clark back. Marriott.
I put money on him scoring a goal, Mark. He gets in the box really well.
Hudson, ball bobbling around. Daniels almost gets in. Challenged by Burke. It's a good challenge again by Burke. But TNS are asking questions every time they go forward now.
Certainly finding it very, very difficult defensively here. It's last-ish tackles, headers, blocks.
Harrison, of course, was the manager who was defeated 2-1 by Bala in 2017 and 18, so he want goals, no doubt about that. Blocked by Edwards. He's 5 to 10 yards away. Referee says it's a close one. Oh, that's given anywhere else. That is given.
Premier League. Premier League.
That is a stonewaller. Nothing to do with the fact that it's 43 cap Dave Edwards. Stonewaller. Edwards has worked his socks off for Bala, by the way, this afternoon, Tom. And you can't. His endeavour in trying to block the ball anyway was excellent.
Yeah, he's a terrific compared to Dave Edwards.
Yeah, he's competed really well for me. I think he's talking to Colin Caton now. Caton's asking him over on the far side about next week's game. I think he want to carry on. He's that sort of competitor. May show this replay again.
Yeah, I think they've got one more substitute and they can use James Davis.
Of course, for the neutral, Tom, it's never great for a team to go 3-0 ahead with half hour left in the cup final.
Yeah.
The smart money said it may have happened, and it has happened. Them 2 goals in the first 11 minutes of the second half. Routledge. Wall will take the free kick. Looked a free kick to me. Brobble drives on. Danny Davis looking to get in the action, coming on the outside. Davis. Wall just gets a foot in and doesn't give the corner. We expected it to be a corner.
I thought that was a corner as well. Davis looks a bit perplexed with that decision.
Neil Warnock made his presence felt again at Ninian Park this afternoon. Tom, not Ninian Park, Cardiff City Stadium.
Yeah.
Show my age, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Huddersfield getting a win against Cardiff City, 2-1 against a safe Cardiff City, by the way.
Look as if
it's a great knock on. Good ball in again by Edwards. Wall. TNS start preparing for Europe next week, most probably, Tom.
Probably get a few weeks off now, will they?
Wall. Great tackle from Davis. Doesn't get rounded in this league very often. He'll be into his cricket season in a couple of weeks, Danny.
Is he allowed to play cricket, is he?
Good level cricketer. Referee gonna have a word, I think. Craig Harrison, he's aiming for Craig Harrison. Yellow card. Throws his water down. Corner. Far post corner this time. Again, the giant at the back. Ryan Astles. I think when you're playing TNS and they got Astles and Hudson, them corners got to be flatter and quicker, Tom. Their height and their physicality, it's bound to see them through. Niall Marson, race on. Brobble versus Arson. Great battle. Arson's done well already. Chance, Clark, you said he'd score, Tom. Will he score? Clark? Doesn't score.
That's a brilliant block by Burke there.
Arson's done tremendous there. Treble against most fullbacks in this league. Would have drove on and scored there. Tremendous recovery from the fullback.
Yeah, Treble does really well here. Clark, what an opportunity. Tries to be too clever.
Yeah, great play as well from the substitute. I think Ross White to get the tackle in.
Is Burke's?
Burke, was it?
Yeah,
Nathan
terrific
Burke,
tackle,
yeah. Newell. Hudson guides it back. Consolation goal. They'll be decent now for Bala. Keep playing. Try and get yourself a goal.
Still 20 minutes left though.
There's Mike Harris. Looks like he's bought himself a pet there. Could call him Mike.
He's waving to his fans.
Well, he's done a lot for football in the area in Oswestry. They are the Giants. They're the Welsh Giants. And a lot of it's down to him. Marriott. Clark. There's another goal in this game, Tom.
Well, 20 minutes left.
Davis. Redmond on the edge. Will he take the shot on? Redmond fires it over the bar.
I don't think Colin Caton would want to go down to a 5-6-0 defeat,
No.
Jim. Not before the playoffs.
Nobody does in a Welsh Cup final. Redmond in your team of the season, Tom?
Yeah, definitely. He's top quality player.
Jordan Williams back from injury, could be making a show in here in the final.
Yeah, 2 goals in last cup final.
Last year's final, he was key player. Redmond heads it forward. Clark. Nathan Pete. Rutherford.
You can see Edwards' frustration from here, can you?
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground.
Yeah, they're so sharp in New Saints. Move the ball really quickly.
Yeah, I think that's why we were so surprised last season to see Pen-y-bont make a comeback and score 2 goals. It was very unlike TNS, no disrespect to Pen-y-bont, but I can't see him giving 2 goals away this afternoon in this sort of form.
No, and to be honest, they haven't really shown
the
aptitude for goals, scoring goals.
Declan McManus's goal, his 33rd goal of the season. He can walk off now. Successful season for the JD Cymru Premier Golden Boot King the last few seasons, Declan McManus. How much of a decent buy was that, Tom? 70 grand 2.5 years ago, and they won 2 leagues, 2 doubles since he joined. It was Connors Key who won 2 leagues under Andy Morrison.
Okay, then I'll say to you, Mark, what Mike Harris wants more than anything is get into the Champions League.
Absolutely. So Anthony Limbrick paid for a European result last year.
Yeah, this year actually. Yeah. So do they need, more players to compete at Champions League level?
I think so. You maybe see 2 or 3 new signings come in. Luke Wall drives down the left-hand side. Rutherford. Connor Roberts has been exemplary with his handling. Every cross has come in, he's just ate up.
Because of being poor crosses, Mark, to be honest. You'd expect the goalkeeper of his quality to be doing that.
Redmond. Straight pass, Wall. Davis again gets a tackle in, wants to throw in. Gets the throw in. There's Ollie Southern, who was injured before the start. Shannon's done well though at the right back. They haven't capitalised against him, don't they?
No, he's been irregular all season, so you're bound to miss. When you're looking at partnerships and in your back 4, etc.
Chris Marriott just walking in front of us on the left hand side here. Captain, 20 minutes away from lifting the cup. Arson. That was he wasn't quite Beckham-esque, was he? He's seen it.
Just didn't deliver it, Mark.
He didn't deliver it. Unlucky Naeem, and he's walking away, pulling his thigh there. Connor Roberts, no rush now from the number 1. Kay has competed well at the back. One thing you can say about Bala is they have competed all afternoon. I think the goal from Redmond, Danny Redmond, just changed the whole game. Chance, Ben Clark, will he get a goal? Clark passes it, Brobble, just taking...
They've just been very, very wasteful.
Yes.
Since that 3rd goal, though,
yeah,
Mark.
That's 0-0. Clark takes that on. Brobble. Marriott. Craig Harrison wanted a repayment for the defeat against Bala in the last cup final. I'm sure he won these good chances they get in to go in the back of the net, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's getting difficult out there for Bala. Redmond. Jordan Williams has gone in as the 9 instead of McManus. Burke's competed well. Newell. Oh, that's a big yellow. If there's an orange, that's an orange for me.
Well, he turned him so easily, didn't he? Terrific skill.
That's more than a yellow. Yeah, that's pace up top. Newell could have been handy at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, absolutely, and maybe
spun his mark and was running away.
I think everybody's surprised actually that Newell didn't start. He's been one of their star men, I think, this season.
Yeah, well, Venables has been playing as a 10 most of the season.
Yeah. So why the big change today?
Is that high line again? No, you've got to take this one short, otherwise you're offside. They're just asking for you to put it in behind Dave. That's why you went short. Arson. Goes over. Williams has the ability to run this himself, by the way. It's up against Arson. He has plenty of pace. Arson does well again. Anthony Kay. You can argue some decisions, but you can't argue that one, Anthony. 2 substitutions. Chiselwich and Danny Williams. Not bad substitutes at this level to be bringing on when you're 3-0 ahead. Danny Davis goes back to Connor Roberts. Crowd not being announced yet. It has to be close to the 700 or 800 mark.
Yeah, decent crowd this afternoon.
Your views, Tom? Would you make it spectacular and have it on the Cardiff City, Swansea, Wrexham, Newport maybe, or
100% match? Should be start of season, cup finals on May the 1st, April the 30th, whatever date they decide it's going to be. It should be at a stadium.
Chiselwich comes on for Josh Daniels. And it looks like John Routledge is leaving the field for Danny Williams. You've been impressed by him this season, Tom?
Danny Williams, yeah.
Done well. Redmond. Clark has just gone into that 10 role. There's a smart game being played in the English Premier League at the moment. Liverpool 3, Tottenham 3.
Well,
Dylan Ebenezer's just produced a scoreline. He's been hiding for the last few days, Dylan.
Big great win for us at Anfield. Arsenal couldn't win there.
Marriott, Brobble. Ramsey has stayed on and done well, Tom, apart from a couple of goals. Brobble. Great ball in. What a ball that is. You simply got to get on the end of that. Edwards still competing. Clark. Redmond gets it across. Williams, could he take the shot off? Williams with the shot. Ramsey collects. 18 minutes on the clock.
1,231. Yes, afternoon.
1,231. A marvellous attendance at Nantporth. Well done to everybody. Newell heads on, gets the header. Marriott still pushing for another goal. TNS 3, Bala 0. Last 10 minutes of the JD Welsh Cup final. Simply strutted their stuff in the second half, Tom.
Well, to be honest, Mike, it has been most of the second half men against boys.
Redmond. They'll get the MOM for me. You go down. Referee says foul. Ross White says no. It looked odds on to be a foul.
Such a much better attacking player, Clark, than Leo Smith. Different kind of players, but he gets himself in and around the box all the time, Ben Clark.
And that's borderline, that. Just a half a yard outside the area.
Broble's lining it up.
Broble looking for his brace. Marriott. So difficult on these type of free kicks when you're a goalkeeper. Do you make it a large wall and just take your gamble and go either side, or do you want to be seen here as well, Tom?
It depends where the wall's placed. It depends if you've got the ability to get it up and down. I think Broble's definitely got the ability to do that.
I don't think he'll drive this. I don't think he'll try and beat the wall this time. I think he'll drive it. That is the
little back pass.
Poor back pass that is from Broble. Williams, great ball in to Jordan Williams. So they would have set out at the start of the season to redo what they did last year, Tom. It's another double, and there's the possession stats. 60% TNS, 30% Bala. And the 21 shots on target, or
to Bala's
21 shots and 5 for Bala. Just at that period, 5 to 10 minutes before half-time, where they could have got back into this, and then the 10 to 15 minutes after half-time, TNS just took the game away from them. And it'll be a big challenge for Colin Caton and his staff to get Bala back up for the Euros. Playoffs next week. Ball looking for Davis. Can Davis keep it in? If anybody can, he can. He does keep it in. Ramsey just claws it away. Brilliant turn of speed from Danny Davis.
Yeah, Ramsey actually did well to get a hand onto that. Yeah, I think Colin Caton's done a big job to lift his players after this performance today.
Of course, you will have a buoyant Haverfordwest, who've nearly won all their games in the bottom half under Tony Pennock. Cardiff Met have finished the highest they ever have in this league, in 4th position. Newtown, we know, are usually good in playoffs at the end of the season. They've done the playoffs 2 or 3 times, I think, to Europe. And Bala. So, game on the next 2 weeks. Just a game of keep ball the last 15 to 20 minutes. Connor Roberts. Jordan Williams was asking for that. It's a great ball from Roberts. Kay gets the challenge in.
To be fair to the referee, he has let play develop.
Yeah, he's done well. I think he's made the game play. You know, you'll have teams, as always, will say we should have had this and we should have had that. I think the referee's done well. And his 2 assistants. Clark. fact, Tom, referee Nick Pratt, Dan Beckett, Harry Hendricks, the assistants, and Tom Owen, the fourth, done a marvellous job. Williams, Redmond, Bala, battling on. They don't want to let any more goals in. Williams, Astl's wanting a piece of the action. Edwards treads water there, unfortunately, and Jordan Williams steals it. Edwards will be disappointed. He's put in such a shift, Edwards. It was just one mistake, and Jordan Williams comes off the bench and gets the fourth goal of the afternoon for TNS. TNS 4, Bala 0.
Yeah, so unlike Dave Edwards there, gets caught the back pass, but Jordan Williams still takes it really well, to be fair to him. Don't think he actually saw, Dave Edwards didn't see that in his vision.
Yeah, well, he's keen, Tom, isn't he, Williams? He's come off the bench. He hasn't played a lot in the last couple of months. Fleet of foot Williams just beats the goalkeeper and puts it in the back of the net. 4-0.
Yeah, that blind pass back to your goalkeeper, not realising that Jordan Williams was there, was lurking. Oh,
James Davis comes on for Paul Rutherford.
For me, Mark, what is the point of coming on with 3 minutes to go? Honestly, I'd be really disappointed if I was James Edwards. Especially the way...
Ball in there, hooked away again. They haven't been asked a lot of questions this afternoon, the back two of Astles and Hudson, but whatever they've had to do, they've done well.
Yeah, they're both very competent players, aren't they, let's be honest.
Edwards, as you would expect, still looking for work. Fifth goal could hurt them here. Chance on here. Chiselvic bombs clear. White goes with him. Chiselvic takes it on. It's 5! Brilliant finish from Chiselvic. A straight pass again in midfield. The substitute sprints onto it, puts the ball past Ramsey, and it's TNS 5, Bala 0. And if they were going to repay the defeat from 2017-18, even Mike Harris will be happy with this scoreline, Tom.
Yeah, certainly been a very dominant performance this afternoon by the champions, and you know, let's be honest, he just put the afterburner. He didn't even go into top gear there, and just slotted it past goalkeeper Alec Ramsey.
Well, if there was ever going to be a result to say we are the team of the season again, we're the champions, we're the cup champions. They've oozed class all season, and this sort of scoreline just tells you how difficult it is when you're playing against a side as good as this at this level. You do have feelings, you don't have feelings for Bala. We've all been there. Nobody wants to lose a final by 5 goals, be you playing against the cream of the crop in the Cymru Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely. They've just nailed it this afternoon, shown why they are the champions.
Chiselvic's 8th final, by the way. That's amazing. Remember when he had that very bad injury up at Llandudno? And we all thought that, you know, he still wears the headgear now to protect it.
Well, he's been a terrific player, but he still is a terrific player, to be fair to him.
Ex-Manchester City. Oh, piece of skill now. They're turning on the quality now. Surely not a 6. Bala's work rate most probably don't deserve a 6. Before, Tom, we had Malcolm Allen's man of the match. I'm going to allow you, on this special occasion, Welsh Cup final, to pick your Tommy Morgan red button man of the match.
Well, you've been prompting his name all afternoon, Mark, so Redmond.
It is for me as well.
Yeah, he's been terrific, to be fair to him.
It is for me as well. He's been terrific, and I'll be very surprised if he doesn't get Malcolm. He's on the ball again now. He's simply dictated this game. What a ball. Chance for the 6. Bravo. Bravo makes it 6. It's a half a dozen for TNS. Ryan Bravo just clips the ball over Alex Ramsey. It was the main man, Danny Redmond, putting him in again. What a performance. I think the record books are being looked at. It's the biggest final win since 1931 when Wrexham defeated Shrewsbury by 7-1. Broble's goal makes it.
Yeah, well laid on the plate for him, really, let's be honest. By our man of the match, Danny Redmond. Sublime weighted pass there, right into the path of Broble, he's so calm, he'll dink over the keeper, and probably just sums up how dominant they have been in the second half.
Yeah, you have to look at chance there. Just about sums the second half up for Bala, but at the end of the day, you have to pay congratulations to the double winners, TNS. Craig Harrison and company have been simply sublime this afternoon. It's an unfortunate afternoon for Bala. Didn't throw the towel in, but were just outdone by a quality team, Tommy, in wrapping up the final.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been a little bit one-sided in the second half. Bala had a spell just before half-time. They probably could have got something back into it, but certainly over the 90 minutes they've been absolutely dominant and played some wonderful football, scored some superb goals. So, yeah, you can't take it away from them. They won the double.
Danny Redmond did get Malcolm Allen's man of the match, and the break will be coming up in a minute as Alex Ramsey used to play for TNS also. It was a commanding performance by the Welsh double champions. We will be going away for the break in a moment, but we will be back for the presentation. Thank you for listening on the red button. We will be back, myself and Tommy Morgan, later on. Final score at Nantporth, TNS 6, Bala 0. We will be back for the presentation in a couple of minutes.
Yn hanes y Seintiau Newydd, sut ti'n teimlo?
Na, da ni gyd yn mor falch, da ni wedi gallu gwneud hwn, y dwbl tymor yma. Da ni siomedig, da ni'n cael run yn y cwpar arall hefyd, ond na, da ni gyd mor falch a da ni wedi gweithio'n galad i hyn.
A nid jyst ennill Cwpan Cymru, ennill o 6 gol i ddim. Mae hwnna'n crynhoi jyst popeth am tîm y Seintiau Newydd.
Yndi, ni gyd yn gwybod, o'r rheolwr wedi dweud, bydd o yma dwytha. Mae'r Bala giro 2-1 yn fama. Doedd ni'n angen neud siŵr o'n ni'n rhoi performance da, neud siŵr o'n ni'n cymryd chances ni hefyd a sgorio'r gols, ie.
Ond be am yr hanner gyntaf yna, Leo? Di'n eitha gystadleuol, nag oedd hi?
Oedd ni gyd yn gwybod, y ffordd maen nhw'n chwarae, maen nhw'n tîm reit aggressive, tîm reit organised, ond na, just matter amser bod ni'n cael y gols a pigo pwcedi bach allan, ie.
A'r ffaith bod chi wedi gwneud y dwbl, y ffordd perffaith i orffen tymor eitha special i'r Seintiau.
Ia, da ni gyd mor falch eto, ond na, gawn ni bach o celebrations fan a edrych ymlaen at tymor nesaf wedyn.
Ac edrych ymlaen at Ewrop, cyngor y Pen-campwyr?
Ia, definitely. Na, dwi'n lyfio chwarae nhw'na, mae'n competition reit special a jyst yr atmosffer o bob man lle da ni'n mynd hefyd, ond na, da ni'n gobeithio gawn ni'n neud y step bella i neud siŵr da ni yn gallu trio gael y group stages o ryw cystadleuaeth hefyd, ie.
Wel, i llon gyfrchiadau mwyn hart alliadau hynna.
Diolch fawr iawn.
Am berfformiad gan y Seintiau. Perfformiad a hanner dwsin o goliau. Maen nhw'n paratoi i wneud yr hyn maen nhw'n hoffi gwneud. Codi cwpan, byddwn ni'n ôl wedi'r egwyl.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Ti di dod ar bibs?
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Y Seintiau Newydd yn dathlu y dwbl iddyn nhw. Tymor yma, fel tymor diwetha, y dwbl. A gallen nhw anghofio am Siom 2017. 6-0 y sgôr terfynol. Oedd hi'n 2-0 gyda rhyw 2 munud i fynd. O wedyn ni, yn taro tair yn hwyr i sicrhau'r fuddugoliaeth am berfformiad. Yn rheoli o'r dechrau. Ambell i gip gan y Bala tua diwedd yr hanner cynta. Ond ar wahân i hynny, dim ond un tîm oedd ynddi hanes y tymor, stori'r tymor yn uwch gyngor Cymru, JD. Chwaraewyr y tymor yn taro. Tîm y tymor yn paratoi i ddathlu fan hyn ar Nantporth ar hyn o bryd. Tipyn o ganlyniad. A mae werth atgoffa hefyd y fuddugoliaeth yma mor swmpus. Ni ddim wedi cael buddugoliaeth fel hyn ers 1931. Wrexham yn taro 7 yn erbyn Amwythig. A falle chi'n cofio cyn y gêm, o'n i'n siarad gyda gwrw'r Bala. Ddi 2 yn y gêm yna, y fedal o rownd erfynol yna yn 1931. A nawr ni'n cael y sgôr mwyaf ers hynny. Rhyfedd o fyd. Sa'n siŵr os mae'n rhyfedd i'r gair o ran y Bala. Dwi'n mynd i fod yn bnawn da iddyn nhw, ond ewn ni nôl lan i'r tîm sylwebu nesa, achos mae yna gwpan ar fi'n cael ei godi.
Steve Williams there presenting the 4 officials with their medals from this 134th JD Welsh Cup final as Chris Venables leads up Bala. Sore afternoon for Bala. Once again, not a lack of effort, just outgunned by a better team in the 90 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. What a different feeling it was 5 years ago when they actually lifted the cup. So, change of emotions for them this time, and a rude awakening as well, because let's be honest, Bala were pretty poor, and the new Saints were really...
They have to go again,
excellent.
And they may have suffered a couple of injuries this afternoon. Alex Ramsey will be key that he got through the 90 for their Europa playoffs next week, but it's all about the Cymru Premier final this afternoon. Dave Edwards, 43 caps for Wales.
Gave
plenty of effort.
Yeah, gave his all, to be fair, from Edwards, yeah.
It's been a good occasion, 1,200 supporters. And like I said, Tommy, we have to get it across to the viewers. Nobody wants to see a one-sided thumping in a final. But the ability TNS have, if you're going to have an off day, which Bala may have had in the second period, TNS can capitalise and capitalise quickly.
They can really turn it on when they want to, and they turned it on in the last 4 or 5 minutes. And a lot of teams have given up and said, oh, 3-0's enough. But no, they kept going, and I remember saying during the commentary that they took a little bit woeful, not woeful, but didn't take the chances.
Man of the match award, Danny Redmond. I think we were prompting him after about 25 minutes. He has the ability. For me, he's my JD Cymru Premier player of the season as well. He's just been superb this season.
Well, he creates goals, he gets tackles in, he tracks back. He's an all-round top quality midfield player.
Jordan Williams leads up the TNS successful double winning squad. Goal scorers, Brobble, Leo Smith now a regular. There's the big man from the back, Ryan Astles.
One thing Astles improved with his passing, he reminds me of Steve Evans. He used to boom those diagonal passes from defence.
Yeah, a lot of new faces, but still a lot of established faces, like Redmond, like Routledge. They know this league inside out. They have the ability to play at this level. It'll be a big challenge for them. There's Mike Harris looking a happy man.
Yeah, he's certainly bought the champagne.
Yeah, I wonder if he's patented a few of those green and white shirts, Tom.
Yeah, he's an innovative owner of a club.
The captain, Chris Marriott, about to lift the Welsh Cup, shall we say. It's a double-double. The club goes back to Oswestry
Looks they're not too sure what to do with the cup, are they? Chris Marriott in his 375th game for the club, about to lift the trophy. 8th time of winning it, the Welsh Cup. Craig Harrison, the manager, will stand alongside Marriott and his squad. Mike Harris, the chairman, a happy man. But the best team in Welsh domestic football pull on another Welsh domestic double. Congratulations to TNS on winning the JD Cymru Cup. Yeah, certainly earned all the plaudits for this afternoon's performance. Probably typifies their season.
Y dathlu yn dechrau wrth i'w tymor nhw orffen y Seintiau Newydd yn codi Cwpan Cymru am y 9fed tro y mwyaf o ran y clybiau is a'r cynghreiriau proffesiynol yn Lloegr. Anyway, dim ond Abertawe, Caerdydd a Wrexham sydd wedi codi'r cwpan yma mwy o weithiau na'r Seintiau Newydd erbyn hyn.
A TNS.
Tipyn o olygfa, mae'n olygfa gyfarwydd iawn. Owain Tudur Jones, pa mor dda yw'r tîm yma felly? Ni'n sôn am hanes y gyngred, 30 mlynedd, pawb dal yn sôn am oesau'r y bari. Yr oesau'r bari'n gwell?
Sa hyn yn rhoi gem i unrhyw un sydd erioed wedi cystadlu a chwarae yn y gyngred yma bendant. Dyn nhw'n bell i ffwrdd o fod y goreon. Dwi'n meddwl mae Craig Harrison wedi dod yn ôl i fewn i'r clwb a di gwella nhw. Dwi'n meddwl bod nhw wedi cael tymor gwell o dan Craig Harrison a fysyn nhw wedi o dan Anthony Limbrick. A beth sy'n braf ydi gweld y dathlu yma. Dwi'n meddwl nathon ni weld cyfnod amser efo'r Saints Newydd yn ennill bob dim. Ond o bron yn boring, y dathliadau yma yn codi'r tlws, oedden nhw wedi dod i arfer, felly mae'n braf gweld y math yma ddathlu na nhw'n enjoyo hyn a'n heno yn reid siŵr.
Un gwr fydd yn hapus iawn yw'r rheolwr sydd wedi bod yn poeni ar ôl be ddigwyddodd yn 2017. Yw Craig Harrison yn hapus yw'r cwestiwn i Sioned Dafydd?
Craig, Welsh Cup champions, how does that one feel? I bet it feels pretty good.
Yeah, it does, fantastic. You know, it was everyone who spoke about it. It's a historic cup. It's a cup that I've been very, very fortunate. I think that's my 5th one I've won, and it's as good as the first one.
Pretty comfortable in the end, but I've got to ask about that first half. Probably not as comfortable as you would have liked, Craig.
Yeah, to be honest, and I don't think we played very well. You know, I think that's the worst we've been for 10, 12 games. So I don't think we played well at all, and obviously we scored 3 goals near the end. Then I thought the first 20 minutes we started well. We were sloppy last half of the first half, and then we started well the second half, and we just got a little bit sloppy. But look, the lads have been fantastic, and you know I'm a perfectionist, and I would like we played better. And I think the surface of the pitch played a huge part in it. I think it was terrible, you know, but we got there in the end.
You mentioned several times about that 2017 final. Will you be able to let it go now, Craig?
Yeah, I think I will, but it's still in history, so you've got to respect Bala and, you know, Colin and his team. That, you know, they won on the day and deserved it, and so yeah, maybe it's helped us a little bit to put that one to bed.
Looking forward, Craig, Champions League to look forward to now.
Yeah, it's what we're all here for. It's brilliant. I've obviously been involved with it with Connacht's Quay for 2 or 3 years in European football as well, but it's something that you can't beat. The picking your wits and, you know, against the best teams and the best coaching staff in Europe. So yeah, we're going to probably have a 2-week break and then back on it again.
You've had a spectacular season, but how much more do you think there is to come from this team? Can we expect some new faces over the summer?
Yeah, I think we've always got to try and progress. We've always, definitely, we can get more from what we've got. And can we strengthen to make the competition even more? Then we'll be certainly looking to do so. But the lads today deserve all the credit. All the credit's got to go to them all season. Monday to Friday, they work really hard. And they get their just desserts on the match day, and it's proved today we've been fantastic this season. They need to take all the credit, and they really need to enjoy the wins we've had.
And the question with regards to Europe, is this the year that you go just that one step further?
Yeah, look, we'll be doing everything we can to make it that year. We'll be working hard. The staff will have 2 weeks off. The players might have 4 weeks off, but we'll be doing everything we can to try and get as close as what we can to some sort of group stage for Welsh football.
Craig, congratulations once again, and enjoy the celebrations tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wrth i fodd Craig Harrison, dyma'r olygfa. Y Seintiau yn codi'r cwpan unwaith eto, dwbl iddyn nhw tymor yma. Dwi'n eisiau poeni fe, nath Anthony Limbrick wneud y dwbl tymor diwetha a colli swydd ar ôl siom yn Ewrop. Na pam mae Craig Harrison yn ôl yma. ond wrth i ni weld y cwpan yma yn cael ei godi, gen ni air dy'r gwrs sy'n codi'r cwpan fan yna. Mae Chris Marriott gyda Sioned.
Well, Chris Marriott, your 7th Welsh Cup. Just how special of a feeling is it?
Brilliant. I love the Welsh Cup. But you know, I think it's completely different to the league because it's a one-off game. It gets the adrenaline flowing. I think in the league, it's a build-up, isn't it? It's a number of weeks combined where you sort of have a feeling if you're going to win it or not. So it's brilliant. I love the Welsh Cup.
To win the final, but to win it in the manner that you did, 6-0, it pretty much sums up everything about this current TNS side.
Yeah, ruthless. Got a number of players who can create and score. It's great to watch in the back. But I thought we were a bit ropey first half. It was a little bit flat, typical final, but when we got the second, I thought we really stepped on the gas then.
Yeah, your manager's just said, actually, he didn't think you were very good at all in the first half. It just says everything about the standards that you have here.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't free-flowing like we expected in the first half. It was a bit scrappy in places, and they picked up quite a few balls and broke on us, but I thought second half, we really were a level apart. And
you were in that 2017 final, weren't you, Chris? Good to get a bit of revenge?
Yeah, same ground as well. It was a horrible feeling, still remember it now, so yeah, great to get a bit of revenge. Yeah, we'll enjoy it tonight.
And to finish this season with the double, just how special is that?
Amazing, yeah. You never know when it's going to be your last one. You can't take it for granted, so we'll enjoy it. Definitely be out tonight with the lads. Good to finally get a chance to do it, so yeah, we'll be out tonight.
Champions League to look forward to. It's not that far away, but I'm guessing you'll have a little bit of a break over these next couple of weeks.
Yeah, a little bit of a break, just a little one, definitely little, and then back to it. But that's what it's all about, isn't it? Europe. That's why people are at TNS, striving for Europe, and that's what we got. So we'll make the best of it.
Chris, congratulations. Enjoy tonight.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Yeah, Chris Marriott yn ddyn half-bit. Amser i da ennill cwpan ar Oil y Banc, am hwn i Sion.
Am nos yn allan.
Just feddwl. Mae angen bod yn ymarferol am y pethau fel. Rhywun fel Marriott wedi gweld y cyfan, diddorol beth oedd Owain yn gweud fan yna, falle oedd yn teimlo'n boring ar adegau. Mae yna rhyw ysfa newydd falle, o lan y Seintiau ar un o bryd?
Ie, dwi'n meddwl yr ysfa ydy Ewrop, a wrth gwrs Sioned yn gofyn i'r rheolwr fyna. Oedden nhw yn mynd i gallu mynd y cam ychwanegol yna. Dwi'n meddwl bod angen falle rwyddo un y ddoi. McManus wedi dod mewn rhyw 2 flynedd yn ôl, talu arian eitha dechrau fe, ond y golau mae wedi cael y tymor hyn, mae'n dangos y lefel o chwaraewr sy'n angen a nhw'n enwedig i cystadlu yn Ewrop.
Y peth am Ewrop yw, mae wedi mynd yn fwy anodd i gyrraedd y grwpiau. Ni'n sôn tro amser am byddai'n braf cyrraedd y grwpiau, ond mae'n gwneud hynny nawr. Mae'n fwy nag un cam. Mae'r cam ola fel arfer chi wynebu rhywun fel un o glybiau uwch gyngor Lloegr, neu rhywun o'r Iseldiroedd, Ffrainc ac ati. Mae'n gystadleuaeth newydd yn Ewrop, felly mae hwnna'n haws, ond pa mor anodd yw'r cam ola na, Owain?
Mae wastad yn anodd yn amlwg. Dwi wastad yn teimlo ti angen lot o look. Ti angen look efo pwy ti'n chwarae, ti angen look efo sut mae ffitrwydd y tîm, mae hyn a'r llall. Ond yn amlwg dyna mae Mike Harris rwan yn anelu tuag at. O'ch ni'n sôn Anthony Limbrick yn colli swydd ar ôl methu yn Ewrop. Felly fe Craig Harris yn ymwybodol, mae'n gwneud job yn dda honni. Ond yr un peth dwi'n genfigennus heddiw, nid codi'r gwpan, ond da ni'n sôn am Ewrop. Efallai dim chwarae yn Ewrop, ond mynd efo'r tîm i rwla fel Magaluf rwan, neu Tenerife, i ddathlu. Dyna fysa'r Ewrop swn i'n feddwl am rwan. A ti'n gwybod be maen nhw'n heiddi?
Crew sgorio falle, lle ni fynd. Nifn ni glywed gan y bala nesa, gyda llaw mae'n werth ategu hefyd, y fuddugoliaeth y Seintiau Newydd yn golygu bod Pen-y-bont wedi cyrraedd Ewrop. Gan bod ni sôn am Ewrop, llongyfarchiadau enfawr i Pen-y-bont, Rhys Griffiths a'r crew, maen nhw'n mynd ar daith Ewropeaidd. Mae dal gobeith o ran y bala hefyd, gen el gyfle i ddod, dewch chi'n glywed gan Colin Caton.
Colin, just how tough was it out there today for your team?
Yeah, really tough. We knew beforehand it was going to be tough. I thought we did okay the second period of the second half. I thought we caused them a lot of problems. Connor made a couple of good saves, and then second half they'd just blown us away. We're playing with lads' injury and that, but we've got to try and get them back ready for next week's playoff now.
I've got to ask, towards the end of the first half, Colin, you guys really seem to up the tempo. You seem to get into a good groove. You know, is it a case of regretting not capitalising when you were on top?
Yeah, definitely. We had a few half chances and stuff, and there was a big appeals for handball. I'm not sure if it was, but you know, there was appeals from behind the goal, and all the players reacted. So sometimes that tells a story, but I haven't seen it back. But, you know, proud of the lads to get to another final. You know, it's not nice to be beat like we have done on the day, but it's about character now and responding for the playoffs next Saturday.
Just quickly, you've mentioned injuries. Is that a major concern heading into the playoffs now?
Yeah, I'd say it was. Dave Edwards, Ramsey in goals pulled something as well. So there's a few lads struggling there. Chris Venables as well. So we just obviously pulled them off early so we can try and get them back for the playoff on Saturday.
European football, it's not off the cards. Is it going to be tough to pick the team up after this loss heading into the playoffs now?
Yeah, it's definitely it's difficult to pick anyone up after a defeat like that. But a lot of teams have lost heavily to TNS this season. You know, just a shame that it's on the final today. But you know, lads have done outstanding for me this season. We've struggled a little bit because the squad's been so small. But hopefully we can get a good result against Newtown next week. So, you know, they will look forward to coming to us in the playoff.
Colin, appreciate your time, diolch.
Thanks very much.
Diolch fel arfer I Colin Caton, a dyma cadarnhad felly o'r gemau ail gyfle. Felly, eto, mwy o gemau byw I ddod. Y tymor ni ddim ar ben y Bala Dre newydd I ddod nos Wener. Mae'n fyw ar-lein ar eich teledu clyfar nos Wener. O'r un prawn di Sadwn. Edrych mlaen yn fawr at hon hefyd. Ar S4C. Met Caerdydd yn cwrdd a Hwlffordd. Gemau diddorol dros ben I ddod yn y gemau ail gyfle. Ni'n mynd I edrych ar y cwpl o goliau o pnawn. Mae digon o dewis, o ran y Seintiau Newydd yn bendant, ond gol gynta'r ail hanner. Felly gol I ddim ar yr egwyl, Seintiau di methu cyfleoedd. Beth am hon gan Redmond, Sean?
Fi'n hoffi hon. Dystangos I glas. Cadw I benne I ryw raddau. Bach yn lwcus gyda'r gol geidwad a wedyn. Raidd yn cheeky, ond o ddim angen y gic allan na gyda'r amddiffynwr.
Malcolm yn gweud bod e'n heiddi ddi.
Ti'n meddwl?
Malcolm yn gweud bod e'n heiddi ddi.
Sa'n credu. Mae'n gwneud y gwaith caled. Mae'n heiddi cael dathlu'r gol mewn steil fel petai. Ond oedd e'n hollol wych yn ystod y 90 munud yn gweu popeth yn ganol ca. A mae fe mor bwysig i'r Seintiau Newydd.
Byddwn ni wedi gwneud na, achos byddwn ni'n poeni bod fi'n mynd I fethu, a mae hwnna'n gweud mwy amdana I, fi'n credu. Owain, unrhyw beth yn bod ar cerdded I mewn?
Na, ddim yn gwbl I fi. Oherwydd chdi sy'n gwneud y gwaith caled. Os ti eisiau mynd ar dy ben gliniau, rhoi dy ben arni, fel o'ch ti'n arfer wneud yn tyfu fyny.
Sy'n licio gweld ti'n neud na?
Echas o ti'n heiddi cic os fes o ti'n trio rhywbeth fel la, ond na, ddim o gwbl. Ti'n gwybod be, oedden nhw'n wych heddiw, a Redmond union y fath, oedd o reit yng nghanol popeth, heiddi ser yn y gêm, ac oedd o'n heiddi gol hefyd.
Ser yn y gêm, ar y gair, dewch I glywed ganddo fe. O Danny Redmond gyda Sioned.
Danny, Welsh Cup champions, you've done the double this season. Just what's the main emotion right now?
You know, it's enjoyment, you know, you work all hard all season, and to go into the last game before we finish, it's always nice to get a cup and lift it.
How important was that second goal that you got? It feels like it came at the right time, because I know you guys weren't happy with your first half performance.
Yeah, definitely, you know, after we scored in the first half, we kind of let Bala back into the game, and to score so early in the second half, you know, it puts a little bit of pressure off us, and thankfully we won the game comfortably then.
I've got to laugh, your manager, he's just said, you know, he thought you were awful first half. I think that sums up just how high the standards are at TNS.
Yeah, you know, that's it. You know, day in, day out, Craig's like that. He wants perfection, and, you know, you can't blame him because we want to push and improve the league and keep doing as well we can in Europe.
And it's not much rest now. You've got Champions League to look forward to.
And I've got 2 weeks off now, Joe, about 4. But, you know, go on holiday with the family now, enjoy it and get back into pre-season.
And to do the double, Danny, after the season that you've had, it pretty much feels like the perfect way to end this season.
Yeah, as I said, you know, it's the last game of the season before you finish, and to lift the cup is just everything.
Well, Danny, congrats. You are our player of the match, so enjoy that one.
That's right, thank you.
Thanks, Danny.
Yeah, mae'n heiddi honna. Tipyn o'ch o'r Owain.
Yndi, mae'n gallu gwneud chydig bach o bopeth. Dwi'n meddwl ti'n sbio arno fo, ti'n meddwl bod o'n just yn chwaraewr technegol, clyfar. Ti'n gwybod be, mae'n gythral yno fo hefyd. Allan o feddiant, neith o gicio rhywun mwyn ennill y bel. Felly, dyna dwi'n licio amdano fo, a mae o just yn cadw beth yn syml yndi, ond mae o'n mor effeithiol.
Mae Sean and Dafydd yn brysur. Mwy o mateb. Prif sgoriwr sydd wedi cael dros 30 o goliau am yr ail dymor yn olynol. Declan McManus.
Declan, what a final, what a season you guys have had.
Yeah, no, obviously today just tops off an amazing season, as you say, and I thought, again, the boys were absolutely brilliant on the day. We had sticky spells, we knew Bala were going to make it difficult in spells, but we came through it and we obviously ended up scoring a few goals.
Talk us through your goal number 33 of the season, but they did put it on a plate for you, didn't they?
Yeah, listen, Riddle and Brobs especially, the two of them have been doing it for me all season, and I wouldn't hit 33 if it wasn't for the likes of them and even the other boys. Literally week in, week out, I get chances like that, so I can only thank them.
You scored over 30 goals for the second season. Now, just how much are you enjoying your time at TNS?
No, I'm loving it. Obviously, it makes it easier that we're winning trophies and we're winning most games, and that's the sort of games you want to be involved in, and like today, and thankfully I managed to go and grab a goal and we managed to grab another cup.
And Champions League awaits. Can TNS, can you go just that one step further this season, do you think?
Yeah, I think we're not far away. I think last season was a tough one to take. We were maybe 90 seconds away from getting a playoff round game, and then it's just a lottery in it. And that was a signal. But hopefully this season, I'm sure the gaffer and the chairman will add some new names and better quality to the squad, and hopefully that can push us just that one step further.
Well, Declan, huge congratulations. Enjoy your evening tonight.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Declan. McManus start yr Alban wrth gwrs. Mi oedd yna drosglwyddiad 60,000 amdano fe. Maen nhw wedi cael gwerthu arian o ran goliau. Mae'n gwestiwn hollol hyrt, ond dylai fod nhw'n sgorio mwy o goliau. Fwy chi'n gweld y weithiau yn meddwl methu sawl cyfle hefyd. Mae'n chwarae o'r rhyfedd, ond chi'n dadled ar ystadegau, fi'n gwybod.
Wel, nid yn unig fe heddi, oedd y Saint newydd yn ysgeilus yn yr cyfleoedd geso nhw. Ond fel chwaraewr, fel ti'n gweud, wedi talu 60,000 amdano fe. Dyna'r fath o safon, dyna'r fath o chwaraewr sy'n angen y Saint newydd, yn wedi fel dyn ni sôn mwyn cystadlu yn Ewrop.
Ie, ni sôn am rhai o'i ser nhw tymor yma, mae'n rhaid ni sôn am rhai am brobl, gawn ni weld y drydedd gol nawr, fe gath honna, un arall mae fe wedi sgorio, mae fe wedi creu chwaraewr pwysig dros ben.
Dwi'n siŵr sa ti'n licio weld o'n creu ac yn sgorio mwy, Dol. Ti'n disgwyl lot chwarae teg i chdi, ond broblem y safle yma, very bywyd ydi. Mae'r talent sy'n ganddo fo, da ni newydd sôn am Redmond, McManus, mae'r talent naturiol sy'n ganddo fo, y dechneg sy'n ganddo fo, ddylia fod o'n chwarae'r lefel uwch bob parch i'r gyngrair. Ond yn amlwg mae wedi penderfynu setl yn y gyngrair yma, pan mae ar ei gêm, sam chwaraewr mwy hyfryd i wylio os lici di, oherwydd y dechneg yna. Yn y safle yna, bron fel yr hen Thierry Henry yn dod i fewn o'r chwith, ti'n gwybod bron a bod, mae'n gol. Ac dipyn o chwaraewr.
Ie, nes i weid bod yn gwestiwn twff. McManus, sgorio 30 golau, fi eisiau sgorio mwy. Dewch i ni atgoffa chi eto o ran y gemau ailgyfle, felly y cwpan wedi dod i ben, ni symud mlaen nawr at y gemau ailgyfle. Ni'n siŵr pwy ddechrau pwy nes ni'n cael canlyniad heddi, felly nawr ni'n gwybod. Bala erbyn y Drenewydd, mae honna nos Wener ar faes Tegid. Tair gêm ar 10 heb ennill o ran rhediad y Bala ar hyn o bryd. 7 o Ionawr i buddigoliaeth ola nhw'n y gyngrair. Ar eich teledu clyfar hefyd, ac ar S4C. Pnawn di Sadwn, Met Caerdydd, gartre yn erbyn Hwlffordd. Anodd dewis rhai o'r gemau yma. Pwy fydd yn mynd â hon? Un peth ni ddim di sôn amdano yw, yn sgil y fuddugoliaeth yr Seintiau Newydd, mae'r clwb sy'n drydydd yn Ewrop. Mae Pen-y-bont yn Ewrop. Rhys Griffiths a'i grew llongyfarchiad enfawr i chi. Tipyn o daith maen nhw wedi cael dros y tymorau diwetha. Beth am hyn, cyrraedd Ewrop o hyn?
Gwych de, maen nhw wedi bod yn... Maen nhw wedi bod mor dda yn y tymor dwytha, maen nhw'n heiddi cyfle. Mor anlwcus tymor dwytha yn amlwg, chwaraewyr da, cael y tîm rheoli yn dda, ac fydden nhw'n edrych ymlaen yn fawr iawn am y cyfle i herio hynna'n yn y gystadleuaeth yna. Ie,
mae'n ddiddorol pan mae clwb yn cyrraedd y cam nesaf yma, faint o gam bydde fe o ran Ewrop, ond faint o hwb bydde fe i glwb fel Pen-y-bont sy'n uchelgeisiol oddi ar y cae.
Ie, wel, dyna dy nod. Dyna dy nod pen fi Rhys Griffiths cael ei pwyntio fel rheolwr Pen-y-bont Ewrop oedd y dasg fel petai, oedd efe cwblau a cael y clwb mewn, fel ti'n gweud, yn anffodus nes nhw ddim llwyddo y llynedd, ond nawr maen nhw yn Ewrop. Mae'r clwb mewn lle da, oddi ar y ca hefyd, felly fi siŵr fydden nhw gallu busoddi falle fewn 1 neu 2 chwaraewr.
Bron yn bod yn amser i ni fynd. Pwy ti'n gweld yn ymuno ar ein yn Ewrop? Mas o'r 4 sy'n y gemau ailgyfle.
Mae'n gwestiwn mawr. Mae'n mynd i fod yn anodd i'r Bala godi hynna'n ar ôl heddiw. Lot o chwaraewyr ddim yn ffit. Ti'n be dwi'n mynd am Met? Met i fi.
Diddorol. Nhw o'r ffenedd yn bedwerydd. Felly mae Pen-y-bont a Met i gael ei tymor gorau o ran safleoedd. Mae'n diddorol gweld y clybiau yn y de yn cystadlu.
Ie, mae Met wedi bod yn dda, ond dwi'n mynd i fynd gyda'r Hwlffordd. Dwi'n jyst yn meddwl sioc fach.
Na fe. Wel, bydd y cyfan yn fyw gyda ni fan hyn ar sgorio. Diolch fawr iawn am eich cwmni. Diolch am eich cwmni. Pnawn ma gyfeillion, mwynhewch gweddill gwyl y banc. Dyna'n union mae'r Seintiau Newydd wedi gwneud. Ni wedi cael coroni o ryw fath fan hyn, y Seintiau sy'n dathlu. Welwn i chi wythnos nesaf. Ta-ra i chi. Hwyl fawr.
Oh, di hwnna ddim yn mynd i weithio. Switch sydyn,